just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people, don't mess with this. Let's go.
Good morning. It is Patrick and the people, and we have made it to Wednesday successfully this week. That's a good thing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing amazing. It's going to be a great day, a fun day, man. I got so many good things for us to talk about, Amanda.
Good.
So many good things today. It's like, I don't know, the prep heaven opened up, and we're not going to run out of stuff. I love it. The
Good
cool
morning,
cats and
all
kittens.
you cool cats and kittens.
That's right. The little Sarah, what was her name?
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
That
That's
bitch
right.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah. So
I'm rocking my shirt.
you may be wondering if you didn't hear about Joe Exotic. He is still on the schedule. He's been rescheduled. Something happened with a phone and things that weren't supposed to go down at prison, and
Versus.
that caused a little delay. But he is still on the schedule, so don't think he isn't. You know Amanda Parker. She owns the Break Room. If
morning,
you haven't
good
been by
morning.
there, you should get by there.
You
I'll
really
tell you
should.
what. It is a great place to go and get out all that anger and rage and frustration that maybe you carried around. Maybe you got some post-election stuff going on you need to get out. Well, go beat some stuff up over there at the Break Room in Bryant, and you'll have a great time. And then to my left here, and I'm very excited, this is Turner Skelton. He is a longtime listener for many, many years, and he's joining us today to hang out and, just be part of it. How you doing, man?
Doing good, Patrick. Happy to be on the show.
Man, I'm glad to have you here. And,
Welcome, Turner.
Yeah, and do try to keep, as close to the mic as you can when you talk. I'll keep you up, though. But just relax, have a good time with us, man. What do you do, buddy?
I'm currently in college. I'm going to be an attorney.
Really? Man, let me give you daps on that.
I appreciate
Where are you going to Euler?
it. No, I'm going to Arkansas Tech right now.
Arkansas Tech. Okay, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. What kind of law do you want to practice?
I want to do family law.
Family law, man. I know some great family attorneys, and Kristen Riggin comes to mind. She's amazing. She's in Benton, and she is a phenomenal attorney in that regard. She does a lot of stuff, but family law being one of them. And I would imagine that if you ever needed some tips or help or input, I might be able to, finagle her to talk to you and help with that. She's good people that way. So if that would be helpful, you let us know, and we'll certainly do that. Let's get the day started and going, and it is Wednesday, so we need to just get into some things here. Let's talk about who's outrun the Grim Reaper so far. We're going to go with Bo Derek. You remember her? She was a
Love Bo
poster
Derek.
model. Yeah, she was big time. She's 68. She was in Tommy Boy. She's been in a lot of things, but mainly on posters in boys' bedrooms and in their dreams in the 80s,
Running down the beach.
That's right. With her stuff bouncing everywhere. It was
Her braids.
Yes, that's what I meant. Her hair.
her
She had
braids.
lovely braids
Lovely
at that
braids.
time. Absolutely. Let's see who else. Joe McHale. I love that dude. The
I do
Sioux
too.
community. He's 53. One of the best snarky dudes in the history.
Really. I love Talk Soup. That was so fun.
If you like reality shows, and I love trashy reality shows, they're my favorite, especially if you take celebrities and make them fight each other and just make them uncomfortable, put them all together in a bowl.
Like Celebrity
I love that.
Rehab?
Yeah. So there's a show called House of Villain. No, it's not House of Villain. It's The GOAT is the name of it. The GOAT, GOAT.
Okay.
And it's a new reality series where they bring in, the quasi celebrities, the
D-list.
the B, D list, whatever you want to call it. But Joe McHale is the host, and he is amazing because he just absolutely nonstop insults their celebrityness.
Oh, I love that.
It's great. It's a great show. So check that out if you like trash reality.
Did you ever watch Flavor of Love?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Tiffany Pollard, New York.
Oh, I still follow her on
New
Instagram.
York is on that show.
Oh,
She's
fantastic.
one- yeah.
I'm going to have to watch
Yeah.
now. I love New York. She was the best.
Anytime she shows up, it's a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
She's insane.
Yes,
she says
she
crazy
is.
stuff, but
She's so
she's
good.
fun.
She's
Yeah,
fun.
no, these folks have figured out that they can go on the circuit of reality competitions and enhance their insanity. And it plays out really well for them. You know, they get paid. They keep getting paid.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing for them, huh? Let's see. Okay, who else here? Sean Young is 65. You may remember Sean as Einhorn from Ace Ventura. Did you ever see Ace
No,
Ventura?
of course I saw
Finkel is
it.
Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Yeah, she was the chief.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Dirks Bentley is 49. 5 Second of Summer's Michael Clifford is 29. The Beastie Boys' Mike D is 59. Wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, baby. Future is 41. By the way, his government name is Nevadius Demon Wilburn.
41.
He's 41. That's right. Future is, he's in the future now.
I was going to say, black don't hurt.
No, it sure doesn't. Joe Walsh, Eagles guitarist, and well, he was in lots of bands, the James Gang and others, but he's 77. Who else here? Joe Biden, it's his birthday. He's 82. I'm not sure he knows it's his birthday, but it is. Justin Bieber, his, what? Oh, Jackson Bieber, his younger brother's. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Jackson Bieber.
I didn't even know he.
Why does that
I didn't even
mean?
know he existed.
That's not even a celebrity. That's celebrity adjacent.
Yeah,
We don't
celebrity
care.
adjacent.
Jackson, I hope your birthday's trash. The powerful storm system that's rolling into the Northwest has taken one life already. North of Seattle, a woman killed last night. A tree fell on a homeless encampment. An Amtrak train also collided with a fallen tree near Seattle Tuesday night. The train was disabled, no injuries. National Weather Service had strong winds, gusts of over 100 miles an hour off the coast of British Columbia. Gusts exceeding 70 miles an hour blowing across Washington, 50 miles an hour in western Oregon. More than 700,000 customers without power in Washington, thanks to, quote, the bomb cyclone. Look, I don't like all these scary new names they use for weather. What's
Sharknado?
no, the one with they call it a river when you have a big storm. Now, damn, I can't remember the name of it,
I
but
don't know. Somebody tell us.
but
in
all
chat.
these silly names like bomb cyclone. Come
Bomb
on, man.
Saloon. Y'all just
That
made
sounds
that up.
like something
That's
Iraq
some Michael
would drop.
Bay stuff.
Yeah, that is some
Bay,
Michael
Bay,
Bay
Bay.
shit. Let's see. Macy's crews are doing their final touches to the floats. That'll be this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. 34 floats will make their way 2.5 miles. A handful of new ones this year. They include a Magic Meets the Seas float, which has Disney Cruise Line ships. Dora's Fantastical Rainforest is back for the first time in 15 years. I don't know what prompted Dora's resurgence. Is there a new show, a movie, a live action movie, a porn parody? What?
They are doing a live action of How to Train Your Dragon.
Are they?
They are. I mean, obviously, or I'm hoping the dragons are like CGI.
Right.
But it's almost like it seemed like from the trailer it was like a shot for shot because what they were showing was literally what it was seen in the cartoon. But
That's
I saw
cool.
that last night. I think that's gonna be kind of cool. So I don't know. That triggered me. Sorry.
No, it's great. It's great.
We'll have a toothless going down in a balloon.
Yeah, it's always interesting to watch. You know, if you see the behind the scenes where these actors are acting with the green screen and whatever, and there's nothing there, and they're talking to something or running from something or fighting something, whatever it may be, and there's nothing there.
Ball.
Yeah, you forget that when that movie was made, there wasn't anything there in most cases. Now, sometimes they'll, put something on a stick or whatever to represent that.
Yeah,
for 'em.
tennis ball or
something. Something like
It's
that.
like with the Avatar. Have you seen the behind the scenes with Avatar?
Yeah, it's crazy,
so
isn't it?
wild.
So weird,
They're
yeah.
making them all these faces and they've got all these balls and stuff on them. I'm like, how could I possibly take you seriously?
No, they do look silly, don't they? If you like Nicki Minaj, her Starships has reached a milestone. The 2012 hit diamond status from the Recording Association. That's huge. That's 10 million in sales. This is the rapper's third diamond plaque. Super bass, great song.
Super.
Oh yeah, Laura did that song. We once performed for a prison in Malvern. Did stand-up comedy there, and but it was also stand-up comedy, and they had a an American Idol type thing going. Yeah, that we judged. And so both of us had to sing a song too. And she did super bass and she killed it, man. She absolutely destroyed it. It was awesome.
Turner, what would you sing for karaoke?
Oh man, probably something Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Oh,
I
good
like
call. What's your
it.
karaoke go-to?
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Do you have a go-to song?
I don't ever do karaoke
Oh,
because I know
why?
I
You don't
can't
get.
sing.
Oh,
I don't drink anymore either, so I
oh,
don't have
that
that. I
makes
don't
it
have
tough.
the liquid courage to
No,
get up there and do it.
even I have to have liquid courage
Yeah,
to
I
sing. I mean,
can't.
that I'm be honest
I
with
mean, I
you.
could sing in my car all day long and not give two F's, but like, there's
No,
no way
get two
I'm.
drinks in me. I'll sing like
Yeah,
a
you
you
get two
know.
drinks in me, and I am fighting somebody in the middle of
Yeah, no, I
Markham.
know that's right. I know that's right.
I'm in the bathroom with 6 people at Pizza D.
Let's
Like,
go. Let's go. Now, my go-tos would be either Fuel Hemorrhage or John Mayer Gravity. This is going to be one of those.
Those
And I
are
know,
two so.
very different songs, but they're in my tessitura. They're in my vocal range.
They're in your
you know?
vocal range.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a big word.
I know. I pulled out that
Tessitura.
dollar word today. I learned that from my singing brother.
Is that the code word for today?
That is, tessitura is the code word for today. Let's see, an ultra rare silver coin from colonial America bringing in more than $2.5 million at auction. The 3-pence coin, made in 1652 in Boston.
Wow.
One of only 2 ever recovered. The other one's part of a collection at the Massachusetts, that was loud,
That was.
Historical Society. It was found in 2016, sitting in an old box in the Netherlands. What sets this coin apart? The coin was created before the founding of the U.S. Mint. Well, yeah, 1652. There was no U.S.
No.
You know.
It's like over 100 years later, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
Something like that.
Well, yeah. So let's see. What is it?
76.
76. Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't used for like, I don't know, keeping a table, level or something. We
You
seem to
always
keep
see that
finding
stuff.
these
Yeah.
things, it's like stuck
Yeah,
somewhere
like
for
the Ten
holding a
Commandments
picture
thing they
of.
found that was a part of a sidewalk piece.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sydney Thomas. She's a University of Alabama student. She's also was a ring girl at the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. She is the new Haktua girl. After the match, she shared she was overwhelmed by the support she got online. I woke up to an overwhelming amount of love and support from all of you. Can't thank you guys enough. Her social media following has skyrocketed. Now she's got almost 1 million on TikTok, almost 650,000 on Instagram.
I mean, I see why.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was an attractive young lady, and apparently everybody thought so. And I suspect all those messages weren't love and support. Some of them were probably horny and rude.
Yeah, I mean,
You know how people are.
you can spin it.
Yeah, but good for her. Here comes your moment. Capitalize on it. Get a contract of
smart.
some kind. Look at Hawk Do It, girl.
Yeah, be smart.
Got a podcast now making tons of money. Let's see. Russia, a day after White House officials confirmed that for some reason we gave permission to Ukraine to use U.S. long-range missiles to strike deeper into Russia. They did that. 2 U.S. officials confirmed that Ukraine had fired these missiles inside Russia. Russia said 6 were launched, 5 shot down. 1 did damage Russian defenses, but the U.S. says only 2 of 8 missiles launched were intercepted. So who knows what it is, but the Kremlin spokesperson said that changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine were signed by Putin yesterday, which meant the use of Western non-nuclear rockets could prompt nuclear response. Now, do I believe he's going to do that? No, but I believe he's giving you that rattlesnake rattle right there, letting you know. Keep effing around and find out. I don't know if this is the right time for it. I'll be honest with you. Let's see. California health officials reported a possible case of bird flu in a kid yesterday. What makes that remarkable, the kid had no contact with an animal. While 53 people have been confirmed to have caught bird flu, all but 1 had been in contact with poultry or dairy cows. No person-to-person spread of the virus has been detected. So avoid animals. Don't get it. For the most part, I guess.
I mean, what kind of contact are we talking about?
That's my question, too. What kind of contact are we having with animals to catch that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe, you come in contact with a lot of different things with the animals. If you're in farming, I can get that.
Very true. Very
If
true.
you're not in farming,
Yeah.
I have questions what you did with that chicken.
Yeah.
Let's see. The dry conditions continue in the Northeast. Yesterday, the state of Massachusetts under a red flag warning. Wildfires broke out in the region. A fire broke out east of Philadelphia in New Jersey. That'll only help. That blaze threatened about 20 structures before firefighters stopped it. Fire 50% contained yesterday. Fires are just being made worse by wind, but rain is in the forecast. They're all right.
Have you seen the trees around town? Yesterday was my mama's birthday, and so I took her to lunch and took her to AMFA, and like the trees just look wilted and tired and dry, even after all this rain we've got. It just
Well,
I don't know.
it's been a super dry season,
Yes.
and it's November.
It is November.
Yeah, trees have to die now.
But
They have to die.
no shit, Patrick. They're just dying differently this year.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
you're saying
point.
they're a little
That's my
wiltier.
point.
They're
They're a little
wiltier.
wiltier.
I hadn't noticed that, but I will pay attention to it. That's funny.
It looks like if you flicked a cigarette the wrong way at some of these trees, it just
Just, whoop, they just be
gone
gone up.
like a match.
Probably would be. Of the 43 monkeys that escaped from a medical research facility in South Carolina 2 weeks ago, all but 4 have been caught.
Mm.
The 2 that were trapped on Monday outside the Alpha Genesis facility, they escaped from, brought the total number recaptured to 39. They were in good health. Authorities believe the missing monkeys are all together in an area next to the facility, and they're hard to catch. That's really what it is.
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
I know they're still out there. They're still
Turner,
doing it.
what would you do to catch these monkeys?
That's a hard call. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Would you spank them? Would you spank the monkey?
You know, I might.
Okay.
Throw
good.
some bananas out?
Yeah, maybe. That'd be a good start. Maybe see if they'll go for that. The 6th unmanned test flight of the SpaceX Starship almost went off without a hitch yesterday. It took off from the Starbase facility near Brownsville, traveled halfway around the Earth, splashed down as expected in the Indian Ocean. The rocket's Super Heavy booster was originally planned to return to the Brownsville facility and land on the arm of the launch tower, but the booster didn't clear its commit criteria and splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico instead. But man, it's getting closer and closer to that Star Trek kind of stuff, and it's very cool, man. This ship is massive. They said the sonic boom was so loud they were worried it might affect buildings.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just talk, but it's
I'll have
very,
to
very
look this
big.
up.
Yeah, it's really big. Let's see. Comcast expected to announce a big move today.
Shocker.
Yeah, right. The company's moving forward with spinning off its cable network channels, including MSNBC, CNBC, E, Sci-Fi, Golf Channel, USA, and Oxygen.
Okay, we only care about sci-fi.
Okay. The major omission from that list is Bravo. That'll stay with Comcast since its content's heavily featured on Peacock streaming. Not a money issue. Comcast reported last month third quarter revenue for its media segment was up 37%. The spinoff will take about a year to complete. Yeah, they're just going to put those on probably a lower type tier thing where you can pick them up. I mean, who watches MSNBC and CNBC?
Seriously.
Honestly? I mean, the Golf Channel maybe once in a while, but none of those Oxygen.
Sci-fi.
No. Yeah, Sci-Fi
I'll watch
and maybe
Sci-Fi.
USA Network. They have some good
Maybe,
stuff.
but I mean, they're taking wrestling off of it, so
Well, it's going to Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Netflix needs to get their shit together. Just real talk.
they do, and they may have to.
Looking at you.
A Canadian woman being held a hero for risking her own life to save a boy who was drowning in an icy river in northern Saskatchewan.
Sounds like a Canadian.
Yeah, Elaine Ratt, a member of the Lac La Ronge Indian Band, has just started her shift at the Sucker River Community Store. When a boy rushed in to get help for his friend who'd fallen into the river, she ran out where she discovered he was struggling to stay above the freezing water, and she went out and got him, basically. She inched out on the thin ice to rescue him, but it began to crack under. Despite the danger, she kept moving. The ice did give way, and she fell in too. But she pushed the boy onto a patch of solid ice before she was finally able to pull herself out and get the kid to safety. First responders arrived, rushed the boy to the hospital. He was treated for hypothermia and recovered. She returned home to change and was greeted with applause from emergency crews when she came back. So that's pretty cool,
So she went back to work.
Yeah, I would have taken the rest of the day off.
I
I've
would
done
have
my part.
too.
No, I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm good. No, it's going to take it, the rest of the day for this to come back out after that.
I am off. I've got fuzzy socks on and some soup.
No, I'm done. The Mayo Clinic performed a groundbreaking face transplant for a Michigan man injured in a self-inflicted gunshot wound a decade ago. The February surgery took over 50 hours and a team of 80 experts. It replaced nearly everything below Derek Pfaff's eyebrows, including his jaw, nose, and cheek structure. Dr. Samir Mardini led the team, called it a life-giving operation. It restored his ability to eat solid food and to speak naturally for the first time in years.
Oh, wow.
Before the transplant, he had endured 58 surgeries, none of which restored his functionality or confidence. Now he feels transformed and hopeful for the future. Said, this surgery's changed my life. I want to settle down, have a family, and help others by sharing my story. Plans to use his experience to advocate for suicide prevention, spread awareness about mental health. This is the Mayo Clinic's second face transplant and part of a growing field with more than 50 performed worldwide since the first one nearly 20 years ago. Well, that's pretty amazing.
That is really amazing. I was
Mhm.
kind of, I was trying to hear all of the story before I said anything, but I'm thinking, it's a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah.
10 years ago, he's endured 50-something surgeries.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have,
Man, it's a lot to go through, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Sometimes they say that folks who attempt and fail like that it turns them 100% the other way. Like, I
Really?
do not want to die at all.
Okay,
It's a common thing to happen.
Huh.
Yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon.
It really is.
The Offspring are the latest group that's joined the Billions Club on Spotify. The Kids Aren't All Right is the second song the band has seen hit the list this year after You're Gonna Go Far Kid crossed 1 billion plays over the summer. They're touring overseas for their supercharged worldwide 25 tour. In movie news, hey, if you love Denzel, he might have indicated retirement was on the horizon, even, spelling out the movies he has left to work on. But Denzel is now adding a couple of Equalizer projects to the mix. He
Stop.
said he'll be back for not one, but two of them.
Stop.
Yeah, and he's like 70.
I know. Stop.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Like,
He said-
it's hard to, stop.
No, he's saying stop.
Just stop.
Uh,
You're too old.
Well,
I
he's-
mean, I know that, our melanin gifted friends tend to look better and last longer, but it's not believable to me.
well, he says they want me to get the bad guys.
Uh,
So
okay.
and Denzel's going to have to save you.
I
You
mean,
understand?
Liam Neeson gave up, on the Takens. Can we give up on the Equalizers?
Oh, no.
Can we stop?
No, Liam Neeson's 70-something, 75, I think. He's still an action star now. It's crazy to think about, in this era that, you can be 70, 80 years old and be an action star. Just think about that for a minute. I mean, wow. Because that in the 80s, you're not going to get past 40, 45,
Yeah.
and you're done with action. It's time to move
Yeah.
on to drama, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Netflix is facing a class action lawsuit over the shit stream that was the Tyson Paul fight.
What?
So not only did you have a dismal fight, you had a dismal stream too. The suit was filed by Blue Denton in Florida days after the event. Denton claims viewers experienced legendary problems, including not being able to actually access the fight, glitches, and buffering issues. The issues widely shared on social media. They might have something. I don't know. I mean, you might get something back. You're not going to get all your money, but
$2.70.
I mean, how much did you pay for it,
Yeah.
honestly?
Turner, did you watch it or try
Unfortunately.
to? Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, it buffered about the whole time.
Yeah. Did you, how did you like the fight?
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you thinking Tyson might go in and be Mike Tyson?
I really did. Just watching his promos and stuff, it really surprised me how lackluster he was.
Yeah, no, me too. And he looked old all of a sudden, and I never saw him looking old until
Yeah.
that moment. And I don't know why he didn't shave that day. He had that gray scruff on there, and I'm like, come on, man.
Maybe that was intentional.
It might have been. Maybe
Because,
it was
like
to
you
look
said, it was the
mean.
first time you were really seeing him look old. Maybe it was
Yeah.
to sell the
Yeah, maybe so.
BS.
Maybe so. The second round of the college football playoff rankings released yesterday. The top 5 are the same: Oregon, the Buckeyes, Texas, Penn State, Indiana. The biggest shakeup came at the expense of BYU. They dropped from 6 to 14 thanks to a 17-13 loss against Kansas.
Damn.
Picking up
Wolves.
the slack, Boise State moved up to 12. they always surprise.
They
Boise
really
State is
do.
one of those teams that, from time to time they'll show up and really do well. Based on the rankings, the first round of the college football playoffs would be, if it were today, it'd be number 12 BYU at Ohio State, 11 Georgia at Penn State, 10 Ole Miss at Indiana, 9 Alabama at Ole Miss. The third rankings will be released on Tuesday. Normally, the NFL has the power to flex the schedule for more desirable matchups and prime TV slots unless the Simpsons are involved. On December 9th, the Monday night matchup will feature two of the most wildly disappointing teams of the year, the Cowboys and the Bengals. The game would be an easy decision if the league was considering moving a game, but they can't. The Simpsons altcast is slated to air on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus with Bart Simpson coaching the Bengals and Homer the Cowboys. Because of all the artwork, the voiceovers, and everything, there's no way to flex the game, even if it's teams that are 3-7 and 4-7. Enjoy that game. There was some serious action over the weekend in North Carolina Central University, Howard University. Nothing to do with the actual game. After it ended, a bench-clearing brawl broke out between two schools. Afterward, the Mid-East Atlantic Conference had its say. They reviewed the footage. 36 players were suspended, 17 from Howard and 19 from North Carolina. In addition, one of North Carolina's assistant coaches punished. They didn't release any names. And is there anything else there? Yeah, I did have this. No, we did that already. Okay, well, let's do something else then. That was it.
Does your cat hate you?
Here, kitty. Never mind.
I'm going with yes.
Maybe it's because you make him poop in that crappy litter. I'd hate you if you made me do that.
Oh, I do hate you.
Introducing Glitter. Glitter is litter made of diamonds. Diamonds, you've heard of them. Jay-Z's cat poops on diamonds. Are you saying Jay-Z loves his cat more than you do?
Yes.
Dick.
If you get your cat glitter litter made of diamonds, maybe his attitude will improve. Pooping on diamonds will do that.
Ask Beyonce.
And if Jay-Z can afford litter made of diamonds, anyone can. If your cat is still mean after you give him diamonds to poop on, he's probably just an asshole. Just stop feeding him. Glitter, litter made of diamonds, because your cat deserves better.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
You're
All
cool
right.
cat and kitten.
That's right. That's just for you, for your shirt today. How about that?
Meow, 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 meow.
All right. Hey, want to mention to you, Fitz Auto, if you are looking for a vehicle, man, good people over there. Mark, Jennifer, Stephanie, all the Fitz over there are very good people. It's a family-owned business. They're local. They've been here for about 40 years doing business, and it's really referrals, word of mouth predominantly that does it for them. Why? Because they check all their vehicles. They make sure they're good. You get late model, low mileage vehicles. Doesn't matter if you've had credit problems. They can help you out. Trust me, I've gotten 7 vehicles from them. And at different points, I was at different credit ratings. I can promise you that, some better than others.
Yeah.
And they do report to the credit bureau. So that helps you to reestablish your credit. Most where you pay there don't do that. So it's a big deal. Check them out online, fitzauto.com, or in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. When one day you retire from all that you do, should you do that, will you stay here or would you move somewhere else to retire?
I would have apartments or small houses in a number of places that I could just go to.
Optimally, this would be
Yeah.
what you would do.
Yes,
Okay.
optimally, this is what I would do. Off the cuff of my head, right at this moment, I would probably retire somewhere that had more evened out weather.
Okay.
I say that, but I don't know. I love Arkansas.
It's hard to beat.
really
How about
is.
yourself, man? If you or when you retire, would you want to stay here? Or would you go somewhere else?
I mean, Arkansas is a natural state. It is very pretty.
Mhm.
I think, I would like to travel Hawaii, Florida, somewhere like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they over at U.S. News and World Report, they put out the 2025 best places to retire. So they went through and analyzed data for the 150 top cities in the U.S. to see how they would meet your needs. Number 1 is Naples, Florida.
Absolutely not.
No, you say
I
absolutely
will
not.
tell you 100% when I retire, I will not be retiring to Florida.
No, you don't like hurricanes, I guess.
I don't. No.
Well,
or,
The
politics.
Naples is between the Everglades and the shore of the Gulf of Mexico, and it's home to Naples, Immokalee, and Marco Island, a bunch of distinctly Florida flavors. It's a big time retirement area for a
Yeah.
lot of
A lot of
people.
stuff to get like washed away.
Well, it could be, yeah, but they have real pretty beaches there.
That's
It's a lot of wealthy people that live there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I doubt I could afford to live there.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Virginia Beach, Virginia,
No.
would be number 2.
New
Uh,
York City.
New
These
York
are all
City
very
is number
expensive
3.
places.
Why would anyone want to retire
Seriously.
to New York City?
Seriously, I'm calling BS.
Aren't you though? I mean, who wants to retire? First of all,
Nobody.
it's expensive. Second of all,
Yes.
it's
a
crappy.
city.
It's a big city
It's
full of crime and all
huge.
kinds of crap. I mean,
Yeah.
really,
It's not accessible.
what do you? That's
I
where you
mean,
want to be old?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. You want to
So
die
I
on
could,
Broadway?
yeah, so I could like waste the last years and hours of my life in
Yeah,
an
getting
effing
mugged
cab
in a subway?
yeah, in New York with
Yeah.
rats.
No, I think
No,
not.
miss me with that.
Sarasota, Florida, number 4. Boise, Idaho is number 5.
All right.
Do you believe that?
No.
No, they say it's a recreational paradise if you value mountains, rivers, canyons, and lakes. I think
We're
we
talking
have
about
that here.
retirement.
Yeah,
We're talking about retirement, right?
yeah.
Okay. So you just named a bunch of
Things retired people don't really do.
boom.
Yeah, you're probably right. So did Arkansas make the list? That's what you want to know is where did we even end up in this list? Well, let me just scroll down. Oh, look, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's 23rd. No. Are you kidding me? Who wants to retire in Oklahoma? Stop. Stop now. I'm not even sure it should still be a state. Okay, let's get down here to Arkansas though. I got to keep scrolling down to about, I think, what number? 100 and something here.
Are we even on there?
Yeah,
Are you gonna
we
have to
are.
load more?
No,
He's
yeah, I
gotta
have to
load more.
I have to
He's
go
gotta load more.
way down.
Wow.
Bro.
Yeah, there's Orlando, El Paso.
Bro.
El Paso's right by the border.
Serious.
It's full of crime. It's 56. Okay, just want you
It
to know
beat
that.
us, y'all.
Oh no, it definitely beat us.
Hard pass.
Atlanta beat us. Las Vegas beat us. Let's see, Baltimore, Chicago beat us. Really, Chicago? And you know what I want to do when I retire? Get shot. Let's see, Syracuse, New York.
Bro,
beat us.
he's got to load more again.
Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma beat us.
Okay,
Tulsa.
I like Tulsa.
Do you? A lot
I
of people do.
I
actually.
do like Tulsa. Tulsa is very nice. They've got a lot of really cool stuff there.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
No. Louisiana is another place on my list of places I don't
Hold
want to
on.
retire to.
Jackson, Mississippi beat us. Have you ever been to Jackson, Mississippi?
Pretty sure I drove
Oh
through it
my
once.
God! Come on, man.
Like
Nah.
like as an 8-year-old, maybe on a
Okay,
family trip.
Fayetteville is 93.
Aww.
That's great.
Of course
Fayetteville,
it's Fayetteville.
yeah, experiencing dramatic growth. Let's see, what
Mhm.
does it tell us about Fayetteville?
It'll be Fayetteville, Bentonville, and Rogers. They won't
Yeah, that's
say
it.
shit about Little Rock.
Hold on. They transformed from a small town to the center of higher education, culture, commerce, and entrepreneurialism. The birthplace of Walmart, headquarters of Tyson, home of the University of Arkansas, the flagship campus. People from all over the world, it says, call Fayetteville home.
Mm-hmm.
Newcomers comment on the friendliness of residents. Nestled
now.
in the Ozark Mountains. Yeah, lots. That is probably a good place to retire.
Yeah. John says OKC is the crotch of America.
It's actually not even the crotch. It's like the bottom of the tank.
The bottom of the tank.
Yeah, it's the fleshy fun bridge.
Brad, I can kind of agree with you a little bit. Brad Elkins says he wants to stay in Hot Springs till the end of it. I can see that
Yeah.
to a certain degree. I really do like
Well,
Hot Springs.
There's
It is
you know what?
lovely.
A lot of lakes there.
And that water will probably keep you alive 10 years longer than
Man, I bet it will. That spring
yeah.
water, that's good stuff right there. Yeah, I like that. Hot Springs is a weird place, but I do dig it. It
Mhm.
was one of the only towns that I could never predict for stand up.
Yeah,
We
I
would
can
show
see
up
that.
out there, and one show we'd have 100 people, and the next we'd have 30. And there was never, it wasn't a seasonal thing.
Mm-mm.
It's a weird place, man. And it's one of those places too where what's different to me a little bit about it is here or most cities you go to, you have some areas that aren't really good. And then you have areas that are really good, and they don't really overlap much unless you get close to downtown, right?
Mhm.
In Hot Springs, It's
Yeah.
you'll have a great house, a dilapidated, boarded up house, a great house.
A
It's all
trap
mixed
house.
up
It's all right
together.
there.
It's
Yeah.
real weird how that it is like that. I've never seen anything that way. But yeah, it definitely is a little disjointed. Okay, so
Are we on
we're
there
almost
again
yeah
at
yeah
all?
we're coming. Here we go. And let's see. There we are. We are number 100. We made it at 105. 105. That's where Little Rock comes in. It says that
What's it like to live in Little Rock?
it's earned a reputation among history buffs, foodies, and art lovers as an exciting place to live. Residents can spend their weekend exploring the Capitol, the Museum of Fine Arts, sipping beer at one of the breweries, the beautiful Ozark Mountains, accommodates a variety of tastes. Neighborhoods range from luxurious loft apartments in Midtown and downtown to suburban and family dwellings of Chenal Valley, Hillcrest, and the Heights.
I like which ones y'all mentioned,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but once you've seen the Capitol once,
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I'm good. Like it's a Capitol.
It's cool.
It's
It's
cool.
patterned after the White House.
Absolutely.
And so
And
it's cool, but
yeah,
I've been there.
it's a bunch of offices.
I don't think that's really the big draw for me
No,
to stay here,
same.
to retire. Oh, I can go to the Capitol building every day of my life. Yeah.
and harass lawmakers
Let's
and
see.
people.
Oh, God.
Yell about
Stop. No, stop.
Attention station employees. It may be considered offensive by some people in the office if you refer to springtime as Boner Palooza. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Hey, if you are in need of heat and air service, think about Cabot Mechanical. My friend David Lindsay is the service manager there. They are amazing. They're more fair than anybody else. They won't bilk you. They're not going to try to make you buy a brand new unit if you don't need one. All right. They're very good at what they do. And I do encourage you to get it serviced at least every couple of years. You really should do it every year if you want to keep your heat and air lasting. But reach out to cabotmechanical.com or call them 502-2720. It's 502-2720. And make sure and tell David and them that we sent you over here at Patrick and the People, okay? So let's talk about this because this is a real interesting thing here.
I just saw the headline, so I got intrigued.
Yeah, I know,
quickly.
right? So if you stop and think about today, all right, where we're at as society, right? I mean, we were just talking about this last night. When I was a kid, you go outside and play.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch TV some, but honestly, as a kid, most of the shows you weren't interested in after a certain time anyway, and maybe
Right.
a few. You could ride bikes, you could build forts. I mean, you could play tag, but there wasn't just a lot to do. Even as adults, it was, more limited. I mean, what you could do. Now, just think about it. I mean, you got phones, you got laptops, you got computers, you got streaming, you got video games, you got movies. You've got the world is at your fingertips right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, never before have you had more access to the world, to what it looks like. You even have translators where you can talk to people who don't speak your language.
Yep.
That will immediately translate it for you. So, you can hook up with chicks in Japan if that's your bag. You know what I'm saying? So you can do anything. But
Yeah, I have bone conductor. I don't want to call them earbuds because they're
Mhm.
not. They don't go in your ear or whatever. But
Yeah.
they have a translation aspect to them, and I mean that's just insane to me.
It's wild. I had a guy use it the other day. He was Hispanic, and I speak just enough to get to the bathroom. But once they start talking quickly, it's challenging for me. And so he said, "Can I use my translator?" I said, "Yeah." And he gave me that, put it in my ear, and he started talking. I started hearing it in English, and I was like,
Life
"Oh, what
is
world
so
is
wild
this? I'm
now.
in Star Trek.
Seriously.
What's going on here?" So, according to this new study, there's a boredom epidemic. Huh? What? You don't know
There's
boredom.
a spoiled
You
epidemic.
don't know boredom.
Instant gratification.
You have no
addiction.
TV,
Yeah.
no cell phone, no computer, just dirt, a stick, and a bicycle. You don't know boredom.
Yeah.
But according to this, researchers believe digital media is increasing the feeling of boredom because it really stimulates people, which can make them less interested in doing things like reading a book
Yep.
or other things. The
I can
stu-
agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah, even the videos, watching videos, like I get to the point, like last night I was watching, some of my body cam footage videos,
Mm-hmm.
like I like to watch, and I
Mm-hmm.
found myself fast forwarding through them because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, get to it, get to it. I wanted the instant gratification of it.
Mm-hmm.
E-
No, and
Yeah.
that's the TikTok generation thing. The study points to previous research that tracked boredom and levels in real time. Found most people are more bored after engaging with digital media. Um, Digital multitasking, like scrolling on a phone while watching TV, keeps people from being able to pay attention and stay engaged. Not being able to focus on one task, along with frequent interruptions, leads to more boredom. People who regularly consume quick, unrelated pieces of digital media often aren't satisfied with what they find and end up bored and unfulfilled. Yeah, that's what you were saying, isn't it?
Yes, I am bored and unfulfilled.
That's wild that we have more at our fingertips and yet we're bored.
We're even more bored. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, no, I that's the last
It's the
thing I feel is
programming.
bored.
Yeah, it's the programming. But I mean, yeah, I have so much stuff going on.
Man, if you could get in my
Like,
head,
and I know Turner does too. Like, I mean, there's so much going on. When I go to scroll on my phone, it's so I can kind of check out for a second.
yeah,
But yeah, I know. Mm.
no, I promise you, you get in my head, you'll drown with all the stuff going on in there. There's a lot happening all day. I don't have time for
Yeah.
boredom. I wish I did, but this does speak to that just a little bit. And the current generation, I want you to know that this story is everything today to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
This one right
it
here.
is everything today.
This.
Church bosses have taken Bible bashing literally as they're now putting on wrestling matches in a battle to beef up falling congregation numbers.
Hell yeah.
They're having wrestling at church
Mm-hmm.
during the sermon. Okay. Saint, yes. St. Peter's in Shipley, Bradford is hosting bouts as figures show Britain has become a nation of heathens, it says, with sermon attendance at a record low.
Oh, is this in the UK?
It is. And
Ah.
I'm certain it will be here
It's a-
soon.
yeah. No.
The
Y'all get
Yorkshire,
on that.
the Yorkshire Church's Kingdom Wrestling matches mixed body slams and pile drivers with prayer, worship, and sermons, as well as Christian-based trash talking
What?
from ring rivals. Christian-based. Wow, that is great.
You don't
Let me tell you
pray.
something. When I put this cross on, Roddy Piper. Yeah.
That's
It
wild.
says God-fearing fighter Gareth Angel Thompson said, "Kingdom wrestling for me is this amalgamation, this mesh of faith and wrestling. Any Christian will tell you that when you go through life, you wrestle with stuff, you wrestle with faith. I feel wrestling gives us that opportunity to tell those stories."
Wow.
Yeah. Now, and I'm looking here. It's in the middle of the sanctuary
That
of
is
a big
beautiful.
church. They've got these two ladies wrestling. They're dressed just like you would think
Yeah.
wrestling ladies would be, very skimpily.
Yeah, they are.
Their boobs aren't out, but that's it.
No.
And they're getting it on, man. I mean, they're going at it. Kingdom Wrestling is a Christian professional fighting charity designed to blend entertainment with worship in a battle to widen church's dwindling appeal. It runs once a month at St. Peter's, where a temporary ring is erected between the columns in front of a huge stained glass window. Fighters go bare chested, not the ladies, but with the most recent bout featuring David Starkiller Birch gloating over Dad of Two Angel in the style of WWE trash talkers. He said, "Is this your savior? You have no God. These people have no God. The Star Killer is now your God."
That's blasphemy.
You're right, and of course it is.
That's against their commandments on that
Well, it could
paver
be.
stone that
It could be, yeah,
they
that
found.
one paver stone.
Yeah, one paver stone they
Yeah,
found.
that's it. They have put on a lot of these performances. It's going very well for them.
She does not look amused, or is that AI?
Well, she's it looks like a minister there.
does
She
look like
probably
one of those-
isn't very amused.
Aw.
She's probably very much like Corey was with me. Like, what is this hijinks bullshit going on here, man? What is going on? Why am I having to deal with this in my life? I went to school to become a. Yeah, no, that's crazy to me. Wrestling at church is it crazy?
I don't know. Rich
Or
says
is it
that there
crazy
was.
smart?
Rich says there was actually a Christian-based wrestling promotion in Arkansas He thinks it was in the Benton Bryan area, but he doesn't. He's not sure if they're still around.
Really?
Good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Tasha. Oh my God. Hey.
Monrilla, Mo, good morning.
Hey,
You Mo
Momo.
Buchanan. Sean Skelton said, what's up? What's up, man? Brad said, top of the morning. What's up, Brad? Jared said, good morning. Hope you all have a good day. Thank you, man. Sean Skelton said, what's up, guys? You're not related to Sean, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, you could be. We'll have to
True.
get you
Do a
together and
little 23andMe search.
see. Tina said, good morning. I'm a little late. Hope I didn't miss much. Well, you can always go back and watch it. You know that, Tina.
Yeah.
Personally, I want to go to the mountains, have a log cabin on the lake, like you see in pictures, a place where no people are. That's Tina. Yeah, no,
I want a
that
place
sounds
like that
pretty good too.
Tina.
Yeah, where it's real quiet. You don't hear blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I retire, I think of no people, no bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's what my mama did.
Good morning, Sarah said. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Let's see. Good morning, PATP. Eddie Fletcher says, what's up, Eddie in the Defiance, baby? Eddie Fletcher, he's awesome. Patrick said, morning, Patrick's peeps. What is up,
Morning.
my man? How are you doing? Let's do something a little different here.
Attention station employees. The general manager says we can't afford pumpkin spiced coffee in the lounge. So instead, just sip your normal coffee and then sniff the pumpkin candle next to the machine.
Ew.
Thank you.
All right. Now, some of you out there are probably arachnophobes. I'll tell you that I was showing a house. Okay, true story, man. I was showing a house the other day. And the way I'll do it, I'll go up, I'll unlock the door, I'll open it and say, come on in. And I kind of wave them in and let them walk ahead of me, right? So I do that. The lady looks down and she goes, I'm not going in there till that spider's gone. It's on the top step. I look down. It's a granddaddy long leg, number one.
Please.
And I'm like, wait, that's not even really a spider. Let me
That's
knock him out of the
not.
way. We were coming back out. I guess he had crawled up to the top of the door, and she was freaking the hell out, man. She was absolutely losing her. I was like, man, come on now. It's just
It's just a granddaddy long
It's just a
leg.
granddaddy
That's
long leg. It's not even a real
nothing.
spider,
That's not
man.
a real spider.
But it is funny how pent up people get about it. Are you arachnophobic?
I mean, I don't want one crawling on me, but
Mhm.
like,
But they don't bug you.
yeah, they don't really bug me. I mean, I understand the role they play in our
Okay.
ecosystem.
If you saw one at home, what would you do?
Step on it.
Okay, that is one answer. Turner, if you see a spider in your house, what do you do?
It depends on which one it is.
Oh, that's a different answer. So what are the distinctions here? Tell me.
Probably with the, daddy long leg. I mean, they're harmless
Mhm.
Yeah.
to us at least.
Yeah.
But if it's more poisonous, yeah, I'll probably kill it.
Yeah. If it was a brown recluse or a black widow, I would understand why you might do that. Safety reasons. My dad was bitten in his sleep by a brown recluse, which is where it happens to a lot of people.
Mhm.
They seem to love fabric and warmth. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently he rolled over on it, bit him on the thigh. He had a hole the size of a $50 in his leg from that that bite.
Those are
Yeah.
no joke.
No, they're definitely not. Well, listen to this.
Look who's here.
Who is it? Where?
He should be able to
Oh,
access it. It's
Well,
dog
he'll
titty.
go around. Dog titty.
Dog titty.
Okay, excellent. Well,
I wonder if dog titty's ever been bit by a spider.
I don't know if he has or
We'll-
not.
we'll
We'll
find
find
out.
out here in a minute.
We'll find out.
A reptile park in Australia is warning residents to keep their eyes peeled for a large deadly spider species as summer approaches.
You said
because
Australia?
It's Australia, right. Seasons are
Shocker.
different, okay? The funnel web spider, one of Australia's deadliest spiders, and its mating season. Recent rain and warming temperatures mean it's perfect conditions for the spiders prowling around residential areas looking for a
Ew.
mate. Now, it can kill a person in as little as 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you don't get medical treatment, you get bit by that in 15 minutes, you're dead. Think about
And I
that.
bet that's hard in Australia because I bet like
If you're out
you're
back
out in the
somewhere.
bush and the outback, everything, you
Right.
did, bro.
The Australian Reptile Park said at least 13 people have died from the spider bite, but no one has died from it since the creation of the anti-venom in 1981. But residents who find funnel web spiders are asked to collect them. It will kill you. You're asked to collect it.
Are they paying you for this?
Donate it to the Australian Reptile Park so they can be milked to create
More
anti-venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, who wants to milk the spider today?
Mm-mm.
Would you milk a spider?
Hell no. I'm not milking a spider.
No. Do you grab
No.
its teats? Like this real little?
You get it and you put the fangs over, a receptacle of some sort
Yeah,
and do it that way.
like with a glass or whatever.
Yeah, and I only know that because I love Mike Rowe, and Dirty Jobs was like one of the greatest shows. I don't know if they're still doing it. Here's my thing. I would like to know what a first aid kit in Australia looks like, because I feel like it's vastly different from
A
anything
9
you would have
millimeter?
here. I feel like there's an array of anti-venoms and probably a 9 millimeter so you can kill yourself.
Yes. I mean, look, I'm not going to wait for the spider poison to kill me, venom. I'm sorry.
Like all seized up and like
Yeah.
choking and
Well, they
drowning
said
in your own spit. Ew.
mhm. Residents who find funnel webs asked to collect and donate them. With breeding season upon us and the weather creating ideal conditions, we rely on donations more than ever. Male funnel web spiders have short lifespans, and with approximately 150 spiders required to make just one vial of antivenom, we need your help. They do ask residents to be on alert in cool, dark areas. Some areas the funnel webs like to frequent are your shoes, piles of laundry, pools, and debris left in the yard and garden. They do warn you to keep a lookout for egg sacs if you find one. If you spot an egg sac while collecting a spider, important to safely collect that as well.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Maybe it could hatch while you're picking it up,
every
and they
inch
could
of my
crawl all
body.
over you.
Yeah, every inch
Yeah.
of my body is crawling right now. That's just ugh.
Now, if you are bitten by one,
You will die.
here's what it says to do. Number 1, stay calm. I got 15 minutes to live. I'm real calm.
On it.
Wrap the area tightly with a bandage. Get to the hospital immediately. Yeah, that's all they got for you.
Pray and find your will.
Have you ever seen I saw this as a kid, and I've seen it in videos too. Maybe you have, but we had a spider that was in our. Remember, I've told you before. I used to have to go down to the storm cellar. They would make us, the old concrete kind with the old rebar ladder you have to climb down, and we'd have to clean it out during the summer to make sure that we get rid of all the things that might attack you or bite you or whatever when you're in there trying to get away from a tornado.
Yeah.
And more often, I'd rather deal with the tornado. But
I know that's right.
But there was a big wolf spider in there, and my brother went to step on it, and when he did, his foot touched the top of it, and like 100+ babies came off the butt of it and just started going everywhere. Man, me and him have never gotten out of somewhere faster in our life than that. We were absolutely on the run, man. I don't know. We might have ran 15 feet knowing damn well they can't even get out of there. But
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That superhuman stuff kicks in and you're flash. You're out of there. You're strong. You can fly.
Yeah, no, I do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, no, when it comes to something coming at me,
I'm out.
I get real fast.
Yep.
Yeah, all of a sudden I look like Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
You'll see a fat dude move real fast. You know what I mean?
Husky ninja.
Yeah.
This Thanksgiving,
Okay, guys, round up the turkeys.
they thought the turkeys would go quietly.
Come here, turkey.
They
What?
thought
What are you doing?
wrong.
Gobble, gobble. Target terminated.
Turkinator. Judgment Day.
Turkinator.
This fall, the tables are turning,
Sir, you're bleeding.
That's not blood, that's gravy.
and it's the turkeys
That turkey ate my leg.
who are coming back for seconds.
Hasta la beaksta, baby.
Turkey pun activated.
This bird can't be carved,
I can't carve it.
can't be caged,
Is it caged? No. Damn it.
and will not rest
Maybe it'll rest. I think you know the answer to that.
until you're well done. From the creators of Poultrygeist and
Yeah.
Feathered Fury,
Gobble, gobble.
Turkinator, Judgment Day, coming to a table near you.
Yeah.
These are getting good.
Yeah.
These
man.
are getting real good.
They're getting better,
I'm
aren't they?
enjoying that.
I
That's
appreciate that.
hilarious.
Good times
That is
right there.
Good.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, millions of Americans are booking planes, trains, and automobiles to gather around the table with their loved ones this holiday season. An estimated 74 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the holiday, according to the American Automobile Association. That's AAA. This is an increase of almost 2 million compared to last year, and even more than 2019 for those traveling between the Tuesday before and the Monday after Thanksgiving, which this year is November 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, the busiest holiday for travel, and this year we're expecting to set new records across the board, driving, flying, cruising. Not everyone is booking a plane ticket. A record 72 million people will travel by car, meaning 1.3 million more travelers on the road with you to annoy you.
Yeah.
Will you be traveling for Thanksgiving anywhere?
I will be traveling to beautiful West Little Rock.
Oh, not quite 50 miles. Okay.
No. I will be at my mother's.
Family. Oh, at your
Yeah,
mom's.
I'll just
Okay.
be at my mom's doing
Now,
what we do.
y'all gather together, hang out, have a good time.
We do.
Yeah. Okay.
We will probably go through old family photos and hang some stuff up. Probably change out some light bulbs for my
Yeah.
mom. You
Okay.
know, do
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
the
daughterly
to-do list.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do the
The good things.
yeah.
What about you, Turner? Do you travel for Thanksgiving?
No, not typically. My grandparents live in the same town.
Okay. So it's everybody gathers at the grandparents' house.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Mine are dead.
Same.
No, I just wanted to make it awkward. Turner, I'm sorry. I'm fine.
My
I'm just
last
fine.
surviving one died this year. Let's make
Really?
it even more awkward.
Oh.
At 104.
My grandmother, man, she was the prototypical grandmother you see in movies. I mean, she was that grandma, man. She
Mine was not.
always had a peppermint in her purse. Always had a peppermint in her
Look at
purse.
Kerry knowing to duck down for
Yeah.
the cameras.
Come on in here, dog titty.
I never
And,
knew to do that.
Yeah, and she could cook like nobody. She did everything for Thanksgiving on her own. And I'm
Mhm.
talking about every bit of the turkey, every bit of the vegetables, 3, 4, 5 pies, all the casseroles. She did it all, man. And it was amazing. It was delicious. She was amazing at it, and she was a seamstress too.
My grandmother was a seamstress, and she was a cooker, baker, candy maker, all that stuff. But she was the least warm and grandmotherly individual ever. She just was. She was from the Depression era, and
Yeah.
there was no time for feelings. Like, you had to go to work, you had to do jobs, and everything. And I can count on one hand how many times she ever verbally said she loved me.
Oh man, mine was the opposite of that.
No.
I don't know why that was, but she was. I remember, I got one spanking from her, and I didn't do what she had thought I did,
Mm-hmm.
and she felt so guilty. She said, "I'll never spank you again," and she didn't.
Oh,
Never did.
That
But
is so
I
precious.
almost never acted up for my grandma because
Yeah.
she was too nice. I couldn't.
yeah.
What's up, Kerry?
How y'all doing this morning?
What's going on with you, buddy? How are you?
Same old, same old. I'm doing all right. How
Hi,
about y'all?
Kerry.
Good. Are you traveling for Thanksgiving, by the way?
Nope.
No travel for you whatsoever. You
Right
stay
in the
here.
house.
Are you deep frying a turkey?
I am going to deep fry a turkey.
Yeah.
Are you? Man, that is good
You
stuff.
do it here?
I like deep frying a turkey. That's my favorite now. Is the deep fried.
Bring you a turkey up here. We'll deep fry 'em.
Hell yeah, I will. You think I'm lying? I damn sure will. Turner, do you like deep fried turkey or no?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you don't, probably you're a communist. I'll be honest.
Deep fried anything.
Yeah.
Deep fried
yeah,
anything?
Pretty much anything. Deep fried water is next.
What about the Oreos? Like the fried Oreos at the fair? You like those?
I've never had one.
Okay.
I don't do very many.
I've
sweets.
had them. They're okay.
I don't like them.
I mean, they're okay, but most of that stuff is too rich for me.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds weird, but they are.
No.
It's too
The
rich.
Oreo falls apart and just
Yeah. I'm just not. I like to fry the right things.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the South, they'll try.
Like me.
Oh, we'll fry anything. That's what I said. I'll put a bottle of water in there.
Yeah, why not? We
Well,
fry ice cream.
yeah, they do that. They do
They
that.
sure do.
Have you heard of the pillowcase method to making a turkey?
No.
Well, they're asking, is this the best one?
Is that a Yankee thing?
I don't know. The internet famous recipe shared by Today food contributor and chef Elizabeth High School involves putting a whole turkey in a pillowcase. Now, it's made by slathering the bird in butter, wrapping it in bacon, and lastly, you take a clean cotton pillowcase, not the one your greasy head's been laying on all night, that's been soaked with a mixture of butter, wine, and chicken broth, and that keeps it moist. So you soak the pillowcase, you do your thing to the turkey, you put it in there, wrap it up in that, and you could also, it says, use cheesecloth instead of a pillowcase if you'd rather stick with kitchen items rather than that.
The pillowcase is weird as hell to cook a turkey.
Well, it's weird, yeah.
And like,
Mhm.
is
Does
it,
seem
I don't know.
weird.
I'd be worried about catching on fire.
She explained that it was actually her grandma's recipe back in the 20s. There was no way for her to buy a cheesecloth. She was a perfectionist. It drove her crazy the turkey would get too brown before the bird was done. So, being a resourceful woman, she took a clean white pillowcase, tore it in two, wrapped it around the turkey, soaked it in sherry, white wine, melted butter, and right before it's done, she takes the pillowcase off and then it browns. That does sound like it would keep it really moist and good. It's a lot of work,
It is.
but if you're going to have a good turkey, it is work.
What about putting it in a bag, like the basting bags or whatever?
They do have those now,
Yeah.
don't they? They do make those. And do you inject your turkey?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I like making homemade
with or
butter.
without clothes?
Either way.
Okay, good.
Special butter.
No, you inject it with the butter. You use that to do it.
Yes, making homemade butter is like the best butter in the world.
Yeah.
I
How does one make homemade butter, Kerry?
You just whip heavy cream until it becomes butter.
Just the cream itself. That's it. You just whip it.
Yep. Don't need
Whip
to do
it
anything
real
else.
good.
Whip it real good.
Put it in the blender and come back in 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it takes that long.
Yeah, it's about that long.
Yeah. What if you had Dutch people to do it? How long would it take?
They might be better at it.
Like
They
a
might get
day.
that shit done quick.
Turner, do you inject your turkeys?
Typically, I don't cook turkey. I normally do ham.
Ham. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
I do
he's
like
a
good
rebel.
ham too, man. Ham is good. Yeah, and ham you can make sandwiches with too. I don't like it.
Turkey, you
ham.
can do quiche.
Quiche.
Quiche, we do quiche with our
I
leftover
know quiche
turkey.
sweat.
It's an egg pie with
Yeah.
stuff in it. And it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, to give you the, you know what it gives you.
Delicious.
It'll make you gassy. Let me put it like that.
Everything makes you gassy.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying not to dust people off on Thanksgiving when I got a big crew there.
Cares?
Small room in here. Keep it to yourself.
Well, in
Yeah.
here, we're talking about Thanksgiving. Who
Yeah,
cares?
you
We all
would definitely
fam.
care if I dusted you right now. I promise you would
Well,
care.
especially in this box.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're
There
in a
is
box
no
here, and there's no
ventilation in
ventilation. It's just gonna camp out, Let's get to this because that's what we need to do today.
This is a segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit.
That's right.
Yeah. Wackadoo in the news.
Yeah, now the most downloaded song on iTunes. So thank you for that. I appreciate it very much.
Is it really?
No.
You
Anyway.
can send him stars
Yes.
for that song.
Yeah. that's
Support
right.
him by sending him stars.
That's right. Let me know. It's so good. A woman caught shoplifting at a South Bay convenience store used a lighter and aerosol can to spray flames at an employee who confronted her. This is about 3:20 in the morning at a 7-Eleven, according to the Manhattan Beach PD. So she made what you call a homemade flamethrower. We used to do that with bugs and stuff.
These
Yeah.
kids.
You'd light up
Used
the
to.
hairspray can, light and spray them. And it
You
was
used to?
well, no, as a kid, I did. We were real bad.
We were doing that last week.
Were you? Why?
Yeah.
What were you shooting?
Well, I mean, I have a teenager, and it's the only way you can connect with them these days. But we also had a wasp nest.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and,
you had to take it down.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
dope way to do it.
real
Yeah.
life on Ringo.
I see people catch their house on fire doing it, but I'm
True
glad
story,
you
yeah.
didn't.
Well, same. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about it at the time. I was like, we should probably not do this.
Yeah, well, maybe not. I mean, I do see it stories every year of people doing that.
Yeah.
Burning their house down to kill something, usually a spider.
I'm pretty sure I did that to my sister's hair when I was a kid.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh,
believe
how'd
that.
that go?
Got my ass beat.
Did by her or by your parents?
It'd be both.
Both? Older sister?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. Man, police body cam. Hey, this is your kind of
It's
thing.
my
You love
thing.
body
I
cam.
love body cam footage.
Yeah, police body cam did show how an attempted arrest in September escalated. The footage obtained through the Michigan Freedom of Information Act shows that James Kerr fled a deputy on a lawnmower.
Yeah, he did.
ignored the commands to stop. Of course, you would ignore that.
He didn't hear him over the motor.
Then he pulled a gun from the mower. The deputy tased him, and when he did, he squeezed his finger and shot his own hand.
Wow.
The guy on the mower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the officer. Kerr charged with assault with intent to murder, carrying a firearm in the commission of a felony, and resisting arrest.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was alcohol potentially involved in this?
Sure.
Well, I would suspect, otherwise he's crazy. Let's see.
like day
Anderson
3.
found him 41 riding on a lawnmower. He refused, accelerated,
I'm gonna have to look at this
Taser,
video
da-da-da.
later.
Yeah, I don't know if he was. I'm going to guess that he was,
I'm
but
assuming alcohol.
I'm going to park that over here so I can get that video on the blog.
Yeah,
today.
that's funny.
That sounds funny. Yeah,
That's
you want to see that
funny.
for sure. All right, now about this couple of idiots here. 2 drug dealers jailed now for more than 12 years after one of them left a bag of drugs on the train and then reported it missing. No, that's smart. Very smart. Jordan McCourt Knight, he's 30, old enough to know better. And Harley Hall, age 28, were members of a prolific drug ring which operated across the southwest of Portugal. The pair were jailed at Cardiff Crown last Friday after a lengthy British Transport Police investigation, but it started back in November when the bungling criminal left a bag containing a hefty amount of ketamine on a train. Despite running back to try to claim it, the train left the station. So what did they do? Well, they called and said, hey, we left some stuff, on the train we need to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said, oh, no, you can come get it.
Yeah.
Come on back and get it. We got it right here for you. Yeah. And then they said, no, it's right here. Come in the special room we have. Yeah. We want.
Stupid.
Yeah. And then the bar's closed.
Stupid. I mean, I see their mugshots,
Yeah,
so
they look like morons.
yeah, they do look like it. That's why when you said prolific drug ring, I saw those mugshots. I was like, really?
These weren't the Sopranos.
Really?
No, these aren't those guys.
Mm-mm.
How about this? An alleged drunk driver zipping through a busy parking lot holding an open
saw this
container.
last night.
Did you?
I saw this last night.
So good. She took Texas troopers on a
Sure did.
chaotic high-speed cross-county chase. Audrey Schneider's 37, going down I-35 in near San Antonio in her white Toyota SUV.
Mm-hmm.
A state trooper tried to pull her over for a traffic violation. Now, this is at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So she's already getting all messed up
Oh, it
at 2
gets
p.m.
better.
So instead of doing it, she ignored him and sped away
Yeah.
and ignited a destructive high-speed chase. She went on a reckless, she rammed into multiple cars, rammed into a patrol car,
Mm-hmm.
eventually into a shopping plaza.
Mm-hmm.
A video of her recklessly driving around the shopping center with patrol cars shows the alleged
Going in
drunk driver
circles.
circling the parking lot.
Yeah. Waving at people.
Yeah,
She is waving at people like a damn
having the
beauty
time of her
queen,
life.
just kicking it. She's got her cup up. She all just like me, 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 me.
Yeah, well,
Ooh-wee.
she got eventually cornered down a row of cars where police briefly trapped her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's seen hitting the gas and ramming the rear of her SUV into one of the cop cars, slamming into another car, and took off again.
Yeah.
It finally ended outside of a salon in the shopping center. She jumped out barefoot, bolted into the salon, was chased down by a trooper who, brought her out. She achieved the seemingly impossible. I mean,
She was all smiles. All
and
smiles.
that's always weird to me. It's like, you don't have any worries about this at all? Nothing?
Again, I want to see a video, a reaction video of these people seeing themselves acting like complete jackasses. Please, somebody get that
would be
going. I
great.
want to see that video. There's some guy that yells out, "Hey, she threw a beer at me. Can I press charges?" And she goes, "I dare you. I double dog dare you."
Oh, my
I
God.
was like, get this chick. One, how did y'all let this? Anyways, your police forces needs some training a
Well,
little bit.
Wouldn't do it in Arkansas.
What happened in Arkansas? They'd have
no.
Bird out there pitting that girl quicker than shit.
yeah, no,
Period.
you
End of
ain't
story.
going to do all that at the mall or drive around like that here. I'll tell you that
Hey,
now.
any of our listeners out there, do you know Trooper Bird? Could we get him on the show?
Oh,
could
did you want Trooper Bird on the show?
I
Or
want to
you
go on
trying
a
to
ride
mac
along.
with him?
No, I want to go on a ride along and pit
What kind of ride along are we doing here? I mean, I don't want to reach out to him if it's going to be inappropriate.
I just want to pit somebody.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
all
they're
I
going to let
want.
you be in the car while
Why
they hit
not?
someone.
I will sign the paperwork.
Well,
I've
maybe.
got good
A
insurance.
trooper
Okay.
buddy of mine said there's 2 things you don't do when it comes to the Arkansas State Police:
What's that?
Run.
run from them or buy the cars when they're done.
Oh
with 'em.
yeah.
Oh, right. He said don't run from or buy the cars when they're done with them because they rag them the hell
Tear
out.
them things up all the
Oh,
way
I bet
out.
they do, man. I bet they do.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, nearly 24 thrill seekers stuck for over 2 hours on a broke down amusement ride. Horrifying situation that left some convinced they were going to die. The Soul Spin at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park started on Monday when it stopped, leaving 22 riders stuck on the attraction that flips people in different directions 6 stories in the air.
No. Sorry.
Spun 2 times around, and we hit the top, it stopped. Then it shut down, and we got stuck up there. We started panicking. This is Yandel, who's 14, got stuck on the ride with his brother and cousin. We felt like we were going to die. His 13-year-old cousin, Jaden, said we were in a weird position. We're like sideways. Park mechanics eventually, after 2.5 hours, got all 22 riders off. Some were limping, others taken away in wheelchairs. No one seriously injured, but 2 female riders taken to a hospital out of an abundance of caution, it says. Condition not immediately known. They didn't say what caused it to break down. They said that they'll be investigating that.
I mean, it's a ride.
Yeah.
It's like a carnival type place.
Have
What
you
other
ever
explanation do you need?
ever been stuck on a ride? Ever had one freeze up on you like that?
No, I never did, but I didn't ride a lot of them.
You didn't love the rides as a kid, even at the fair or nothing?
I mean, a little bit, but not really.
Not really. I got you. What about you, Amanda?
Same. I was not a ride person, really. The only time I really ever rode rides, church took a field trip or a weekend trip or whatever to Six Flags in Texas.
Oh, good time.
Yeah, and because, I didn't want to look like a
Wussy?
wussy, and, I went on these rides, and I'm good.
Okay, all right.
I'm not a ride person.
Turner, ever been stuck on a ride?
No, I can't say that I have.
Yeah. I would say that about my ex. I was stuck on that ride too long. I'll tell you that.
Same.
Police are asking members of the public to stop using ATVs to chase the escaped emus that are still loose. Boston police said on social media that the emu has been spotted multiple times in Spilsby in the past couple weeks, and rescuers from National Exotics Animal Rescue are attempting to capture it. Experts have been trying to capture it, but they've asked that those who are continuing to try to help stop helping. They don't want you chasing it with an ATV. It's not helping them or the bird to get caught. So, yeah, rednecks, stop being rednecks is what they're saying. Would you? Please?
Tina
No.
says she got her very first speeding ticket from Trooper Bird.
Did
Sorry,
she really?
Officer
The very first
Maybe he
one?
was Officer Bird at the time. She was doing 85 in a 55, girl.
Oh, 85. That's a
Girl.
heavy ticket right there now. That's no joke.
Are you still on paper for that?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I got a heavy one the other day. If
Yeah, you did.
anybody wants to help me out with that, any of you police friends out there want to get rid of that ticket for me, that'd be great.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink, nudge,
Where
nudge.
did you get a ticket at, man?
Grant County.
Oh, Grant County. I know I've never had a ticket in the fine establishment of Grant County. How was that?
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It's going to cost a lot. But
Yeah.
other than that, it
Were
was,
you
it was
just
nice.
acting silly, or what were you doing?
I was speeding.
Oh,
Talking
well,
to my daughter. We was talking, not paying attention. And
yeah.
He was being a good dad.
No, it happens. I mean, listen,
He was
sometimes,
engaging.
man, listen,
Being present for his daughter.
I switched vehicles for a couple days because I got a flat on mine and I got to change it. But so I'm driving my wife's vehicle, and mine's a 6. It's a good 6-cylinder, but hers is an 8-cylinder. And man, you'll be at 90 before because it cruises so smoothly, you don't even notice it. And I'm like, oh, I got to slow down, man.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a great time yesterday on the freeway. Normally, I don't have fun on the freeway, but I was coming in. And I was telling him yesterday that, man, I there was a cop, a state trooper in front of me, and he was probably 3 car lengths ahead of me, and I'm riding behind him. Man, this guy behind me wanted around so bad. He was so pissed off at me, man. So pissed off. I could see him back there, and I could see his mouth, And I'm like, yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come on. So I slowed down just a little bit more.
Yeah, you did.
Like 3
Yeah,
or
you
4 miles.
did.
And I could see it. He just whipped over and started going up past me. And then all of a sudden, I see them brake lights, and I just turned and I looked, and he made eye contact, and I went, ah! Yeah, it felt awesome, too.
Oh, I love
Like,
that.
yeah, how's that taste, man?
Oh,
Yeah, you like
I
that?
love that.
It was great. It was a very rewarding moment for me
Hell
in my
yeah.
life. Pizza Hut. We'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it now. How about this? If you're dying to add a 100-year-old bottle of cognac to your collection and don't mind paying 6 figures, I got something for you. One-of-a-kind 10-liter bottle from the House of Delamain is being auctioned through Bonhams. Could fetch between $100,000 and $200,000. It comes. It says it's a work of art designed by a famed Parisian jewelry designer. The auction ends December 6th. Whoever buys it is advised to drink it very slowly,
I was
whatever
gonna
that
say,
means.
like, you're spending 6 figures on something you ain't even gonna drink.
Yeah, yeah. You will be able to see this video on the blog, and I felt a little bad, but not too bad. Completing a triathlon, probably a lot of people, could not do this. Triathlon is it's one of the most demanding things you could ever do because you run, you swim, and you bike, right? And for a long space. So it's one of the most challenging, physically demanding things, period, in a sport. So this Olympic triathlete, her name's Taylor Knibb, and she had to go through when she was on the back end of her race. She had competed at the games twice, including this summer, bringing home a silver both times, which is great. She's known as one of the best triathletes in the world. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because the video, the cameraman comes up to her and starts to film, and she says, "Look, I just asked myself, can you not film my ass?"
Oh, snap.
Yeah. She dropped a deucer and had to tell the camera guy so he
Hey.
wouldn't film it, the smush patty in her pants.
It happens.
No, it doesn't.
No, to them it
No,
does.
it doesn't to me.
No, well, not.
I'll never participate in a sport that
You're
involves
not a
me shitting my
triathlete.
pants.
Have you not seen there? It happens a lot
Well,
with
then that's something I'm
marathons.
not doing.
You took that seriously.
No,
It does happen with a lot of runners in marathons and things like that, especially with runners in long distance.
well, first of all,
marathons.
that's stinky.
Well,
Second of
yeah.
all, I don't want to be that fit.
Okay. I don't
No.
either. Those are scrawny people.
That's weird.
I'm just saying I can't
What
do
can
it.
I do with a scrawny person?
It's like bumping a chain link fence, isn't it? You know
If
what I
I can
mean?
break you, bro, I don't need to be
No.
with you.
That's what my son said. We were looking at
Pushing for the pushing.
a real pretty lady the other night. Real pretty lady, but she was super muscular. And he goes, "Man, I can't be with a girl that can whoop my ass like that."
Why would you
I'm
want
like,
to?
I kind of feel you on that, dog. I mean, it's a little
It makes
scary.
me think of the WWE Legends episode of China
Yeah,
and seeing her. Bless her heart, she had a lot of guys in her life that really truly loved her for who she was and the person she was, and I think that's fabulous. It's still just weird. And I'm not trying to be that person or whatever, but the image and the strength, and if we go to fighting,
yeah. No, she's whooping that ass.
No.
you put me through a plate glass window.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
I can't have the police show up and me have a black eye and she's hiding somewhere, and I'm like, "Did she hit you?"
Is she on roids? Could you imagine an emotionally unstable woman on steroids?
What about an emotionally unstable man on steroids?
You know, might be just as bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris
I don't know.
Benoit, I guess, was emotionally unstable.
Anybody emotionally unstable on
Yeah,
steroids.
Yeah, it's probably bad. It's probably bad. Okay. Let's see. James Howell still hard at work trying to retrieve the hard drive he accidentally threw away. Maybe you remember this guy.
Bless his heart.
He believes it's somewhere hiding in a landfill in Newport, England. Why does he want it back? Well, it has about 8,000 Bitcoin on it. That's worth about $600 million. And he accidentally threw that away a decade ago.
Mm.
And he's been trying to find it for a number of years now. And I don't blame him. I
don't
probably would
either.
be too. If I could find it, I'm going to get in it and I'm getting ready to get rich.
I
Yes.
don't know how you get over that situation. How do you live with that?
No, you hate yourself every day. You wake up and you hate yourself more every day you don't have it.
Heck
Yeah.
If you have a bill to pay, you hate yourself even more.
Even more. Turner, you ever did Bitcoin?
No, I don't know much about it.
No, me either. Man.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, I know what it is. It's a fake coin that you invest in that you never hold in your hand. And
Yeah. I know my financial advisor advised against it, but now we keep seeing updates about this, and I'm like, maybe I should have done something.
you know,
I don't know.
crypto is a real. It's a day trade thing. I think you know you can do it one of two ways. You can just buy it and leave it and walk the hell away for a long time and hope it does something, or you have to really stay on it and day trade it. And that's too sketchy for
I ain't
me.
got time for that.
I'm not. I don't. I'm not risk averse, but that's about the limit of my risk. Because that's too much. Because you got to watch it because you're talking about changes that happen in a matter of moments and can wipe it out. You know? Yeah. For 4 days, an Air Portugal airplane was grounded. Oh, we did that because of hamsters. Never mind.
The hamster.
Yeah, the old hamsters. Let's see if we can get one more in here before we do something different. Nope, my mouse is
Your
not
mouse is.
cooperating,
Oh,
so we're
no,
done.
It did it.
Did it? Where
It
did it go?
it. There it goes. I see it.
Oh yeah, there it is. Way up here somewhere. Okay. No, let's go.
Okay.
Manners for men.
When a woman explains how she feels, always
Kerry.
respond with, I hear you, and then fix it with
You don't
duct
hear it.
tape.
There you go. Now we can watch the movie.
This has been Manners for Men. High five. Donkey punch.
That was bad.
Was it?
Patrick. I am offended.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was.
I
didn't
knew was
listen to it
Kerry. I was
either.
trying to give Kerry crap
Yeah,
about
no,
it
I was
too.
busy. I was busy.
You're busy doing your job.
Yeah. A couple things here. First of all, man, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Legion Scaffold. Yeah, the Legion Scaffold broadcast studio. Kerry, one of the co-owners of Legion Scaffold. So, just for the folks who don't know what a scaffold company does, because probably not everybody does.
No.
Tell them what your job is. What you guys do.
So we get people. We'll build elevated work platforms. If you need to work somewhere in the heights, in the air,
Safely.
Safely.
not
Yeah.
on a ladder.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting away from ladders nowadays, so we'll put you where you need to be.
Yeah,
safely.
so they erect scaffolding, metal walkways and not ladders, but stairs, things like that to get to high areas for construction purposes. Or they might be changing out windows. Sometimes they'll build scaffolding in a large church vestibule where it's so high up it's the only way you can change the bulbs, which seems like a weird oversight on the church to have to do that, to come in and change the bulbs like that, because you can't get
It does.
certain things up the aisles to get to it.
Yeah.
So you have to build scaffolding over to it, which is a lot of work.
You'd be surprised how many houses and buildings do
Houses,
just that. I
yeah.
mean, a light at the top of the stairwell in
Yeah.
the ceiling. How do you access
Yeah.
that?
Right.
We did a house in Chenal once, and they had to use our scaffolding to change out the lights in the foyer. And I
Mhm.
was like,
Yeah. And you see painters use scaffolding a lot. It's
Mhm.
common now. Sometimes it's lower, like they might be in a house with high walls and they're just, it's on a little roll scaffolding.
Baker's rack.
But his is much, this scaffolding's the profession. It's the real
Yeah.
kind.
yeah.
But that's awesome, man. We're thankful for you guys very much.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We were talking yesterday. We're kind of cooking on something. I don't want to make an announcement yet, but we might have some kind of event that comes up here at the Legion Scaffold Center broadcast studio after the first of the year sometime.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that worked out.
Yeah, we're working on some things that are really fun.
Are we
so-
going to have a meeting about it after this?
Well, you and I can have a meeting about it after this. I don't mind. That's fine. Listen to this. This is an interesting service. This is a company called OCDA, and there'll be a video of this on the blog today, too. They're making waves online. They offer a very unique service. It allows an employee to anonymously have their grievances delivered to their bosses by a professional scolder. Founded by a comedian and an actor, Calamar White is his name. The company addresses workplace issues while, quote, fostering a culture of accountability. So you can request a service where the scolder confronts your boss in person or by phone, delivering complaints from a strict script. The company uploads these confrontations to its YouTube channel, which now has 80,000 followers, gaining attention for its humorous approach
That is
to
awesome.
this. Yeah. In
Yeah.
one example, a scolder calls out a boss for an unfair practice, saying, I've been working for over 17 years, yet you don't give me PTO, and you're paying the new hires more than the veterans. Despite being asked to leave, the agent completed the script, highlighting their unwavering commitment. The service, which went viral after being featured on TikTok by the Feedski, has sparked amusement and interest, with Chinese citizens even calling for it to expand to their country.
Oh, yeah.
The company is recruiting more scolders. Hello,
Oh, yeah.
I might qualify as a scolder.
Let's go.
I might could deliver that
Let's
for
bring
you.
that to Arkansas.
The quirky requirements: must frequently cuss at kids, must not be unattractive, drawing further attention to the unconventional speech.
Let's do it.
That's a pretty funny idea
Let's
to
go.
to
We
anonymously
can do
hire
this.
someone to come tell the boss that you're pissed off. Now, obviously they don't know who did it unless it's like a real small company. Like if there's only one boss and two people, it's like, yeah, which one of you assholes did
Yeah.
that? But if you're working like for Amazon or you're working for a big company where there's lots of employees, how would you know who it was? You know,
God.
that's hilarious, man. Would you hire a scolder to do something like that? You think?
Maybe just to see it happen, but I mean, I don't think I strike any of you as a um what's the word I'm looking for? Shy
Oh no,
or
bashful.
bashful.
Yeah. You're not reserved about speaking your mind.
I'm
No.
really not. And if my voice doesn't do it, my face certainly will.
Yeah, no, it's true. Amanda is what I would call very expressive. She has a high level of expressiveness.
I wouldn't do it for my partner. I would love to hire that dude to come up here and scold my partner.
Do it. That's
Yes.
great.
I want to see that.
That's
I wanna see
hilarious.
that. I
Now,
would
see,
just
that's fun.
I can picture Adam just
Right.
Yeah, because Adam's all stoic all the time, you know. But I'll tell you what's funny about Adam is if you get him just over that edge, you'll see a different Adam.
oh
And when he does lose his ass, better stand clear. That's all I know. Yeah, it'd be fun to do. That's a pretty neat thing. I think it's a great idea. I'm in favor of that for sure. All right, let's take a look at this then. So boomers think they're the best employees.
I'm sure.
Everybody likes to think they are, but a survey conducted by Talker Research between October 21st and 24th revealed 30% of Americans actually would call baby boomers the most reliable workers. So not just baby boomers, 30% of Americans. Interestingly, when the 1,000 adults were categorized by age, the data showed each generation thought their own was the best, but boomers in particular were most inclined to vote for themselves. Yeah, well, of course they are.
Yeah.
According to the survey, 71% of boomers think their generation is the most valuable in the workplace. In comparison, 54% of Gen Z voted for their own age group. 44% of millennials said themselves. An overwhelming majority of boomers think they're the most reliable. The younger generations don't agree as much. Just what percentage is that? I'm not going to move that. See. Just 1% of Gen Z and 2% of millennials voted in favor of boomers. Yeah, no. Where's Gen X in this?
Yeah.
I didn't see Gen X.
Overlooked yet again.
Yet again, yeah. The silent.
Wonder why we're
generation.
all so just
I think the
ornery.
hard working aspect dies a little more with each generation.
Do you?
There's no way we work harder than they did in the 20s.
Well, that's certainly true. I mean, it was a different era, different time, different culture. The whole world was different, but you're right. You know, I mean, in that time, you might not even go to school
Survival,
because you had to
yep.
work on the farm.
Yep.
My dad had to run the hairline before school. He had to go out and catch the rabbits.
The hare HARE line. What
Trap
is
line.
that?
Rabbits. It's a rabbit trap. a
Yeah.
rodent
Oh,
trap.
okay.
Yeah.
And that would be because you're growing agriculture and you don't want them to eat it. Is that what it is, or what?
No, that would be so they ate that
It's
night.
dinner.
Oh, so they could eat
Wow.
dinner. Okay.
He had to go check the traps, come back, skin the rabbits, put it in the refrigerator, clean it, do everything,
And then,
Then
go to school.
and then he could go to school.
Yeah, no, that's a different time right there. Yeah, no, you're lucky to get your kids out of bed in time to go to school now.
Right.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I mean, certainly they did work much harder at that time. A lot of agriculture that went on, and you know, you didn't have all these amazing tools and technologies that helped you do the job like they do now.
Yeah.
So you know, to the extent, yeah, they worked physically for sure a lot harder. Now, did they work more hours? Do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably so.
Sun
That
up,
too.
sun down.
Yeah, probably. Most of the time was work time, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think, man?
I think that they did work the hardest. My grandpa said when he was a kid, he'd work all day for like $1 a day.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody on TV asking me for only $1 a day.
Right.
Yeah. Now my grandfather was in World War II.
Mhm.
He retired from the military after 30 years of service. And then he went to work as the manager of a warehouse for Daly's Furniture for another 20 years. And I'm like, damn, you already retired from the military. You got good money coming in.
Mhm.
Now, still working.
Got to work.
And
Gotta
he
work.
did. He did. He went to work, man. And that was a working dude. He worked a long ass time. Now people do work longer now than they used to. I think now going back to 1920, you didn't have a choice even if you were old. But now people do retire more. But it's starting to shift where people are working much longer. How long do you think it'll be before Social Security is pushed out further? Because we're living longer.
2 years.
You think it'll be 2 years before they do it?
I think it'll happen in this next administration.
Yeah, it could. It could move out to 70 and 72 or something like that. What do you think?
I think it could move out, but I don't think our lives ain't getting longer.
Yeah.
I've read a thing the other day that said
Really?
that since the 70s, our lives are getting shorter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that story because I haven't seen that. I know this in the 70s, I didn't see anybody living to 115 and 120 like they do now. So that makes me question that slightly.
Well, in the 70s, you didn't see anything from the northern states either.
Well, that's true.
There was no communication between
Yeah.
the world
Mm-hmm.
like it is now.
No, that's true. And of course, serial killers proliferated for that very reason in that time frame. Yeah, no, I get you on that. That's an interesting take, though, that we're not living as long. I'd like to see more research
I've seen
on
that, though. I saw something about that too. So,
Did you?
Yeah, I'll look for mine. Now we've set it around our phones enough; it should pop up.
Well, it should just come up here in just a
yeah,
minute.
so we'll send it to you.
The crap
Now-
we're eating.
Huh?
It's because of the crap we're eating.
Yeah.
How they changed our food on us.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
I
You think
agree with
so?
that.
You agree with that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, a lot of the seed oils and things like that are, some of them cause cancer.
Yeah.
The what oils?
Seed,
Seed
oils,
oils.
like
Seed
vegetable
oil.
canola, all that stuff.
Oh.
We used to use lard,
Sunflower.
Yeah.
but now we, go to the man-made, heavily processed stuff. I feel like
Mhm.
it's dangerous to eat.
But
Yeah.
it tastes the best.
No.
No, it
You cook
doesn't.
the chicken in Crisco.
Oh, well, no, that
Oh,
didn't taste better
Lord.
than that. No, it doesn't taste better than that. No, you're right. You're right.
Should have never left that.
Oh shucks, Crystal's stuck in traffic. Crystal, what direction are you going to North Little Rock? That way we can share with everybody what to avoid on their way into town.
Let's see what we've got here. Deep fried butter is a little over the top until you taste it.
Is it though?
That's what
Okay,
Mike said.
Yeah.
Hell, it's wrapped in bacon. It's got to be good. That's right. If it's wrapped in bacon, you're right. Mike said you can put cream and salt in a jar and shake it to make butter. I've not done that.
I haven't either.
Let's
I'm
see.
lazy.
Hell, I'm 50 and I don't even think I'll be able to retire. Yeah.
Right?
No, I'll never. There's no retirement for me. No,
Mm-mm.
I don't know what that is. I'll never probably know what that is, to be honest with you. I'm not even sure I'd be good at it. I would absolutely be
You
bored.
would probably lose your mind.
I would.
Yeah.
I can't just sit
Yeah.
around. I'm not built that way. I mean, I may look like I'm built that way, but I'm not. I mean, I'm constantly doing something somewhere, somehow. I don't like the idle time that much. I just like doing stuff. Maybe it's just just the way I was made, but
Well, and you live longer, being active, keeping your brain
that's
going,
true.
and being physically active. I mean, my grandmother retired at 65 and lived to 104.
and I don't know if it's generational. I don't know if it's just from my childhood, but I suffer from extreme FOMO.
Same.
I mean, like terrible FOMO. Like if my wife and the kids are in there having a good time, hooting and hollering, and I got to go to sleep, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I'll wait another hour.
Yeah.
I'll wait another hour.
I'm the exact opposite.
You're like, screw it. I'm
Y'all
going
go
to bed.
have all the fun you want.
I'm going to sleep.
See,
Yeah.
I get FOMO when it comes to my videos, my dash cam and my body cam footage. I'm like, oh, but I've got to see the rest of this. And it's like, no, you got to go to sleep because you're getting up at 4:30. I'm like, yeah, but it's a drunk Karen again.
Again, yeah, another
Again.
drunk, yet another
Like,
one.
she might do something different. She might
my
pick the female cop instead of the male cop.
my mom's second husband, he sat around the house listening to the police scanner all day.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the previous
It's kinda
version of
fun.
the body cam video.
It's kind of fun. Okay.
It wasn't to me,
No. Oh,
but
I'm
but
sure
he
it's
seemed to
boring
enjoy it.
AF.
You know,
Yeah.
it was terribly boring.
Yeah.
He was like, listen to this call, and I'm like, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I can turn on Cops right now and see all this.
Yeah,
I don't need to spend 8 hours listening to the local police, chime in and out on their walkies.
Yeah,
It's
bored
just-
and crap.
But he loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was his bag,
Yeah. Okay, Crystal is at the Alexander exit.
Oh,
She's in the fastest lane, and they are going approximately 10 to 20 miles per hour stop and go, and she's headed to Stockton Drive and then JFK and North Little Rock. So, folks, if you were getting ready to get on the road and you were supposed to be coming through that direction or whatever,
Yeah.
find an alternate route, maybe.
But keep an eye on Stockton Drive. You might see Crystal and wave at her. Hey,
Yeah,
Crystal.
way better.
We know you're here. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great.
We want to be helpful.
Well, no, we're always trying to do that. Speaking of helpful, maybe you need a roof and you need some help with it. I'll tell you who can do that. Titan Roofing Company can do that, and they'll give you a 10-year transferable warranty, which could be really powerful for you if you sell your home. But their bread and butter is they're able to get claims approved that others were denied on. They're very good. They have amazing relationships with insurance companies. So if you've got some storm damage, or you think maybe you had storm damage, or maybe you had someone come look at it and they said, we can't get it done, reach out to Titan Roofing. Go to TitanRoofingCompany.com, TitanRoofingCompany.com. They've been in business a long time. It's a family business, second generation. Josh and Jeremy over there are very good people, so you won't be disappointed if you do that. Don't forget, we've got the new Patreon, by the way, if you want to be an insider. Yeah, it's really cool because right off the bat, you get a coffee cup or a pair of shot glasses like these with the logo on it right here, or a coffee cup like this. And then you also are going to get some other things. You get a lot of, you're going to get pre-show, post-show videos from myself, from all the people. You're going to get a different chat access, a VIP chat with the panel during the show live, so that you can reach out and connect with them as opposed to going through the normal channels. It's like a more direct path. We'll have a Christmas party. You'll also be able to
fancy.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff that you get with it. $10 a month is what it is. All right.
Patreon is where it's at.
It's cool, and what it does, it just helps us to continue to grow. As I said yesterday, everybody right now is still in volunteer stage. There's no money to be put in anybody's pockets today. Nobody's over here stacking cash up. You know, we've got overhead that we have to cover. So this helps us. You know, we've got Brandon, who is amazing, that operates our cameras remotely.
We love Brandon.
And he's great people. We've got the G-Man Gunner, who does all our tech stuff. And again, all of them volunteer. So, you know, we want to grow it, and we will eventually get to a place where it will be profitable. But in the meantime, you can really be instrumental in helping us grow. The other way you can do it, just tell people about us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, share it, share a video, tell your friends to listen, to watch, to whatever. And it's a huge help for us. So please join if you can. And, you know, you get a little more access, more video, more content, more stuff, more everything. And that's cool to get. All right, let's move on to the next thing, shall we? Matter of fact, we probably need to do this. You know what, as a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out. Do you live or work in Conway, and are you a vapor? Yeah, and listen, stop going to crappy gas stations to get your vapes. Go to Crazy J's. They've got 2 locations in Conway, every kind of flavor you can imagine. Not only that, but if you love the electric lettuce, and who doesn't, they've got all kinds of glassware, some of the coolest stuff that you've ever seen. So no matter whether you're trying to get your vape on or your bud on, Crazy J's is the way to go. Check them out. They've got 2 locations in Conway. Crazy J's for all your vape and smoke needs, baby. All right, we are back. And so let's do a little something here that is interesting. I saw this. It says, I'm deathly afraid of rodents, mice, rats, basically. Last year we had a mouse in the house. It was mayhem. Now my kids are deathly afraid of mice, which I didn't want to do to them. I feel like I passed on my rodent fear to them, and I feel really bad about it. My mom passed on her fear of spiders to my sisters, and to this day, I have to go to their house to kill spiders. Do you have a phobia that was passed on to you from your mom or dad?
I don't think so. That sounds a little fishy.
Yeah.
No? It sounds fishy to you?
I don't think that those are inherited.
You,
I
you
mean,
don't
I think it
that-
might be
that-
like a nurture aspect of it, just
Okay.
seeing the behavior and the
Yeah.
reaction. But I don't feel like that's something that's passed down in my DNA.
Well, I don't. It's not like that, but it's one of those things where, because you saw it, you might mirror it or feel similarly.
Maybe fear of being taken advantage of. You
How
know?
about you, man?
No, I can't say that I've had one passed down to me.
Well, that segment sucked. Then that's what I meant.
What about you, Patrick?
No, I'm good. I'm done.
You're
with
a
this
hero.
segment.
You're Iron
No,
Man. You're out.
I
You're
am
done.
Iron Man. Let's do this. I like this better anyway. This is pretty interesting. A stormtrooper helmet from the original Star Wars film sold for about $400,000, $325,000 in Britain. It was featured in the Jedi mind trick scene from the 1977 movie. Well, they later named it A New Hope, but in 1977 when it came out, it was just fucking Star Wars.
Star Wars.
You know what I mean? It was just called Star Wars. But the helmet was among 1,800 pieces of film, TV, music memorabilia auctioned over 4 days. The arena helmet and the mask that was worn by Russell Crowe in Gladiator,
Mm-hmm.
that sold for about $175,000. Noel Gallagher's custom silver sparkle Les Paul guitar that was used for live performances sold for about $300,000.
Y'all stupid.
Michael Jackson's signed red leather jacket for the Thriller tour rehearsal was about $250,000.
He should have got the most.
Yeah, he really
Yeah,
should have.
probably, man.
Yeah, and how can I mean? I hope that there's authentication,
Yes,
whatever,
definitely.
especially with that trooper helmet. Because how many effing trooper
Man, there
helmets
are a
do
lot
they
of them,
have?
but they usually have a thing that goes
Yeah,
with them that
But
documents
I'm
it.
sorry, that's stupid.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Stupid. Do you know what I could do with that much money?
A lot of folks out there
No.
with a lot more money than they got sent.
Thank you.
No, that's very true. That is very true. That there are a lot of people. Now, maybe you would spend your money on this, then, Kerry.
All right,
You seem like most of these things aren't appealing to you, so I think this might be the one for you, right?
all right.
You like pizza, right?
Love it. 'Cause
Okay, who doesn't love pizza? Everybody loves pizza, right? Well, how about Pizza Hut is now putting wine into the mix?
Stop it.
That's right. They're now selling wine.
Stop.
Pizza Hut is partnering with a winery to create pizza wine. It's a tomato wine.
No.
Yes, and it tastes like pizza.
No.
The red wine.
Shit.
But it tastes like shit. Yeah.
The red wine captures the essence of your favorite slice in every sip.
No.
It's not made from grapes, but tomatoes infused with basil.
Ugh.
I know Pizza
Isn't
Hut
this-
needs to do something, but it ain't that.
Hey, thank you.
Well, I mean,
Y'all grasping at straws now.
isn't that like drinking spaghetti sauce?
That's
I mean,
so
isn't that all
gross.
that is spaghetti sauce.
Well, even when I drink, I didn't like Bloody Marys or Bloody Bulls or anything
No,
like
I don't
that.
want
there's
vegetables
no
with my
effing way
booze.
I'm doing this. Thank
Who
you.
wants
It gets in the
vegetables with
way.
booze?
Nobody.
No, I'm trying to get hammered. I don't need any help along the way with my health.
Please.
Stop that. I'm going to do a broccoli shooter. Get out of here, chump ass. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah,
it is gross, Tina. It is seriously.
No, that is gross, man. And what? I guess it's just a marketing stunt,
It
you
has
know.
to be.
But as I was like, when I first read it, I was like, is Pizza Hut really going to do wine?
That's so
Because that would be
stupid.
real dumb, you know.
So
They
stupid.
definitely need to do something. They're not
They-
what they used to be.
Mm-mm.
No, hey, you can get on the mic a little more,
They
Carol.
need to
Sorry
bring
about
back
that.
the old
all right.
school Pizza Hut, where they did kind of dimly lit
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
restaurant,
basketballs
and yet,
during
yeah,
basketball season, you had them NCAA balls.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was stained glass.
When I was a kid, Pizza Hut was the top of the chain. I mean, it was
Yeah.
top line. You couldn't get better
Mm-mm.
than Pizza Hut. If you went to Pizza Hut, it was kind of a big day.
It was a big day.
Because normally we'd have to go to Pizza Inn or one of these
Uh-huh.
other pizza places that weren't quite Pizza Hut.
Pizza at home.
Pizza Hut had the best ingredients, the best
Yeah.
pizzas. Well, not so much anymore. I mean,
Not so
they've
much.
and I understand why. Little Caesars came in and changed the game. They're better now than
They
were.
really are.
They
And,
are much better
and
now.
I can walk into Little Caesars and give you $5, and
Yeah, you
well,
can't
it
do
ain't
that now.
$5
It's not
anymore,
fine.
but
yeah,
but
Neither
still.
is a Subway sandwich.
I don't eat Subway.
$5 foot long. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Jared ruined that.
Jared
didn't he?
ruined it for
Thanks,
everybody.
Jared.
Thanks, Jared. And
Touch little kids ruined my $5 foot
yeah,
long, man.
quit
You jerk.
diddling kids. It's rude. I took that personally, Jared. It's rude.
Yeah.
And like the
There's a lot
Subway
of
and the gas
folks who do that
station.
personally.
I know, right? Yeah,
You know what?
especially
I'd
them
like
kids.
to, I'd like to put him in the cell with Diddy. Put him in there with
Oh.
He'd
Diddy.
probably like to be there too.
I bet he would.
He
I
might
don't know.
actually,
Diddy's
yeah.
probably too old for him.
Oh,
They're probably too old for each other.
Yeah, no,
they
they
can trade
definitely.
stories.
They probably
It's
could.
like what we were talking about the other day about those jobs. Learning new jobs and skills in the
Oh,
penitentiary.
right.
They could probably you learn anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. We went dark for a second.
No, it happens sometimes,
And the
man.
buffet. Yeah, Tina, the buffet. Man, that was like the best buffet.
Now, what's a pizza place that is not around that you used to love? I'll go first. Mazzio's.
You just
I
gotta
mean,
come to
there's one
Sheridan.
somewhere.
We got one in Sheridan.
Yeah. But man, when I was a kid, they had a Mazzio's in Southwest, and it was, damn, man, I used to love going there.
That's the busiest restaurant in Sheridan.
Is it?
Mazzio's.
I can believe
bet.
that, man. Their pizza
bet.
was so good, man, in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there one that you used to go to that's gone?
There's not a pizza place, but there's one that I was talking about with my mom yesterday that
What's
I
that?
very much miss.
What?
Frankie's.
Oh, the cafeteria?
I miss Frankie's so much.
Frankie's?
Yes.
Really?
They had the best.
You just
roast
like
beef, the best
retirement
pizza.
food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
No, I mean, they were big for a long, long
Really
time.
good.
And then after Frankie's, it was Luby's.
Luby's.
Yeah.
Pizza Pro.
Oh,
Pizza Pro. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
those
about them, man. Wow, they were big for a while,
Yeah, they were.
especially in the 80s and 90s, man. And they just disappeared, didn't they?
Quick.
They probably got bought up by somebody else, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest pizza chain now? Is it still Pizza Hut, or have they been
Is it?
passed now?
Figured it was Papa John's.
Was it?
I don't know.
What the last time you got pizza, who'd you get it from?
Mazzio's in Sheridan, but the
Okay.
Hunt's Brothers.
Hunt's
They're
Brothers.
probably becoming the biggest.
Oh, they
Yep.
might be, yeah, because they're the ones at the convenience stores, like Chester Fried Chicken. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you think Chester Fried Chicken's a joke, you're dumb.
You're dumb.
Because that stuff right there is the real deal right there. That's good stuff, man. I'll get Chester Fried anytime. That chicken's fire.
Churches.
Churches, the old school churches,
Love
yeah.
churches, yeah.
Now, I don't know. I haven't tried the one in Bryant because it says it's churches, but it's like Texas style or something style.
They're all changing to that.
Oh, they all changed
They
that?
did a rebranding.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
What about you, Turner?
With what?
Pizza
Any of it?
or anything like that?
Old Chicago's. They used to go to that in Conway.
Oh,
What-
yeah.
What happened to them?
Well, I
Did-
think
did
they just
COVID
went out of
kill 'em?
business. Yeah, COVID killed a lot of things.
That
That's a shame.
Yeah, mostly common sense, but it did kill a lot of other things too.
Right.
What about chicken?
I'm a Popeyes guy myself.
Yeah,
Popeyes.
So for sure, the biscuits are the best.
You like that? Yeah, Popeyes.
biscuits are good.
Yeah.
the Godfather Pizza in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That place closed down.
Did it? Yeah. Godfather's was another one that was real
wow.
big. Now that was high-end pizza at one point.
Yeah.
What about Shotgun Dan?
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
like
Shotgun Dan's.
You ever had that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Loaded Barrel.
No, you go get you
Oh.
some Shotgun
Where's it
Dans
at?
in your life, Little Rock.
Okay.
West Little Rock,
There's one
Markham,
right
and
down the road.
Shackleford.
Rose City.
Oh, really?
Is there?
Don't go to Rose City though.
I'll tell you. Well, I don't know. I haven't been to that one. But I'll tell you that
You won't
Shotgun
leave.
Dan's, if you can eat more than 2 slices, you're a badass.
Yeah, you
because
are.
I'm gonna tell you what; those sit on you like concrete, bro.
They
When
are
I tell you
so
they have
heavy.
toppings.
Oh yeah, they're topping heavy. It is so good.
Oh my God! It's good.
We had that Monday.
Did you?
Boxes still
Man,
empty.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I actually saw it. And they if you're nice to them, they might let you take one of their cups.
There you go.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Or did you
I'm
Ask
sure.
nicely because they don't get paid enough to give a shit. I was like, I'll give you an extra $5 on your tip if I can take this cup. She's like, girl, take the cup.
No,
All
that
right,
was
here's your
nice. That's
$5.
nice.
It was my birthday and I was newly sober and I wanted to be, wanted to do right.
Crystal, yes, I do agree with that. She said, I wish they still had CC's in Benton. I know. I like
Really?
CC's.
I've
Yeah.
never liked CC.
I never.
Oh
liked
man, well, you know what? I like $5.
Right.
$5. Welcome to CC's. You go in and eat, 3, 4, 10 crappy pieces, and then you get the chocolate. That was the good part. And then it was worth it, But it was $5, man. I mean, it's like, that's cheap, man. That's probably why they're out of
I
business.
never liked
There's
CC's.
one in Russellville.
Is there?
Really?
I take my son there a lot.
Do you? See, what you did
Russellville.
there?
I like Russellville.
do you?
Yeah, just to
Las
visit.
Vegas.
to visit.
I call it Russ Vegas.
Yeah, I'm there probably every 3 months. I'm there for a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our area assembly up there,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
yeah, it really is cool. It's
Mhm.
nice because I just have all these memories of like driving through there, in these different stages of my life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just interesting to see the growth that I've had, the area's had, and just I don't know how things can be so wildly different.
That's how I feel. When I drive through Bryant, because I remember very well when it was only Reynolds Road,
Yeah,
a Pizza Hut, a Roadrunner, and a night and day convenience store down closer to where the high school is now. And that was it. There was nothing. There was no Walmart. There were no stores. There
no
was
break room.
nothing. It was just woods. That's all it was. Woods, a
And that
road,
trailer.
and three things. Yeah.
Yeah, that trailer.
That
that's
one trailer.
across from
Yeah,
where my
yeah,
space
yeah,
is.
yeah,
That trailer that ain't never going to go nowhere. I
No.
want that trailer.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking. That's a nice looking trailer.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, how it grows up over time,
Kerry, hard to hear.
Yeah, well, that's because he won't get on the mic.
Sorry,
He
y'all.
struggles with it sometimes.
Brandon, are you yelling or is that Gunner?
It's weird putting my face this close to the
Yeah.
Well,
the
I know it
puke
is.
Bean boozle is pizza flavor and citric acid.
What
That's
is?
disgusting,
What?
Jay. The bean boozle.
Bean Boozled.
Bean boozled, yeah. These little
is that?
candies. So they're like jelly beans, but they're all these different flavors. This is something that came out after Harry Potter.
Oh, kind of like
yeah,
the
and
Birdie Bots.
you get those gross some
Earwax.
earwax
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
hot
yeah,
ones and
okay.
everything.
remember
And
that.
there's a puke flavor. That's a ugh.
Do you know any drummers?
Yes,
No, you do.
my son.
Is he good?
Yeah.
How good?
I mean,
Is he pro good?
God no.
Oh, okay, okay. Turn.
Not any that come to mind.
Okay. Well, I know a few, and they should probably listen up.
Oh yeah,
Primus. Primus on the hunt for a new drummer, and it could be anyone. The veteran rock band, they're celebrating 40th anniversary this year, shared an open call for a new drummer on social media following the recent unexpected departure of Herb Alexander.
It was not unexpected. I think it's wild that they keep saying that, but he came out and had a statement and everything. Like he had been talking to them about this for a hot minute because he's
Yeah.
older and he's got a family and he's got
He's
kids.
tired
He's tired.
and rich.
He's tired
Rich
and
and tired.
rich.
And that's a crazy ass band, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're weird as
Well,
hell.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
had one song that I dug, the DMV. I think it's called DMV.
Yeah.
But they're real anarchy,
I
But,
love
but the
Primus.
bass is amazing.
Yes,
The
the bass is
just
insane.
crazy.
But y'all need to hurry up and
Yes.
figure that out so that
Les
y'all
Claypool, yeah.
y'all get it all figured out before March next year when they're coming
So
to
it says,
AMP.
we're currently taking submissions from all points in the universe for the position of Primus drummer percussionist.
Oh, so aliens
Seeking,
can.
yes, a well-mannered, affable individual with original sensibility and aesthetic, possessing a desire to open doors in the creative world. Flashy chops are wonderful, but groove, pocket, and the ability to listen, react, and contribute to the musical conversation is a must. They closed their post by urging applicants to submit a resume and a video performance to an email address.
Mm-hmm.
So the search has just begun. Weeks after Primus mainstays Les Claypool and Larry, what is it, Lalonde? How does he say it? Does anybody know? Larry.
Lanolin?
I don't know. Larry revealed that Alexander had resigned suddenly, and she said it wasn't suddenly, October 17th, citing a loss of passion for playing.
It wasn't sudden. I mean,
I hear you. No,
Whatever.
I'm taking your word for it. I see you know more than I do about it.
I do.
After several attempts to communicate with Herb, his only response was another email saying he lost passion for playing. In an interview with Rolling Stone following his exit, he confirmed that it had become more of a job. Over time, I started realizing it
It
was
is a
affecting
job.
my physical life, mental life. It was affecting my family. My heart just wasn't in it. He joined Primus in 1989 and performed on their first 4 albums until his departure in 96. Then he came back for the 2003 reunion, left again to 2010, came back again in 2013. They will move forward with their New Year's Eve show in Oakland, enlisting members of Claypool's other projects, Holy Mackerel and the, the Frost Brigade or something like that?
Mm.
Frog Brigade.
Frog.
For a special one-time event. But so the search is out there. If you go over to their website or social media, you can be that drummer. And look, there's a lot of damn good drummers around here.
Absolutely.
Why couldn't it be you?
Why couldn't it be
Why
you?
could you not be the drummer for Primus?
Yeah.
Give me 5 reasons. None. That's right. Make a video. Send it to them. If you're that good, you're that good.
Yeah.
It would be, what a great thing that's going to be for
That would
somebody.
be so cool.
If it's somebody random, just a random guy who's a drummer, and he sends in a video and he gets picked, how dope is that?
Yeah. Didn't Smashing Pumpkins do something like that recently or something? I feel
Did
like
they?
I don't know. I feel like there was some other band that had done that. Hey
Maybe.
Gunner.
It may be that they did. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a great question.
I'll Google the box.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when the Eagles went to the public for a field goal kicker. They made a movie about that, I think.
Yeah.
With maybe with Mark Wahlberg in it.
Oh.
But I've not. This is the first time I've seen this play out like this, where they need a drummer. I think it's kind of cool, man.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Smashing Pumpkins did that.
Did they?
They did.
To replace Billy Corgan?
Oh no, you
I'm kidding.
wish.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. No.
No, he is Smashing Pumpkins, really, isn't he? I
Yeah,
mean,
last
more or
year.
less.
Did they hire? They picked Kiki Wong as their new guitarist. May of this year.
Kiki Wong.
Kiki Wong.
Okay. All right. Kinky Wong.
This is Bob. Hi. Bob has no arms.
Uh-oh.
Who's there? Well, it's not Bob.
It's not Bob. He could have knocked with his head. Don't be ableist like that.
Yeah, no, don't be that way. Okay. Is it creepy or not?
Yes.
It's a Christmas miracle. Your kids can now get phone calls from Santa himself this holiday season.
Yep.
While kids of yesterday could only imagine a conversation with St. Nick, AI is changing the way that young people experience it. Children can now pin wish lists to send to the North Pole before Santa will contact them via a real phone call. Watch children's faces light up as Santa knows their name, their wishes, and favorite things in a one-on-one conversation they'll never forget.
They've been doing that somewhat for a while now because we were able to do that when my kid was younger. Not to the extent of like knowing their wishes and stuff, but you could, there was an app or something you could have a Santa call and it would pop up and say Santa calling. And it was usually for, you could pick, are they being good or are they being bad?
But it wasn't interactive. They didn't talk.
No,
to
it
them.
was
They
not
just
interactive.
listened.
So this is interactive.
Yeah, you can talk with
Oh, they're like having a full-on conversation.
Full-on
with Santa.
conversation.
Wow.
Ain't Santa busy?
Well, not now. For $9.95, kids get a one-time call from Santa. For $14.95, they can chat with him for 5 minutes, get a recording to relive the magic. For $19.95, the whole family gets a one-time personalized call from the North Pole. After deciding which package you purchase, parents fill out the details that personalize the message.
Mm-hmm.
It says, by leveraging cutting-edge AI and natural language processing, we've created a virtual Santa that can interact with kids over the phone in a personalized way. He is the co-founder of SantaPhoneCalls.com. And he said, it's a real special holiday gift for the whole family. Everybody can enjoy it. Is it creepy or is it cool?
Both.
Both? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you put that information in there, then the AI knows you.
Yeah.
It might know you forever. It might
Yeah.
follow you and keep learning
I
about
mean,
you.
who knows?
I don't know. What do you think? Is it creepy or cool?
I agree with both. Having a 9-year-old, I mean, I definitely think he would enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
Until he gets older, and this is kind of weird.
Yeah, then it's weird. Yeah. I'd probably like to have Santa call a grown friend. Like,
That'd be
like
hilarious.
Kerry.
Have Carrie,
just get
yeah.
Carrie a call from Santa and be like, what the hell is going on
Do
here?
they have diverse Santas?
I'm sure they do. That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, it's just a disembodied voice.
Yeah, Tina says it's just Big Brother
think of
checking
that.
up on you. Well, we are in 1984 now at this
Well,
point,
definitely
so
are.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, George Orwell.
Oh, did y'all see about last night something passing here in the state of Arkansas? I've tried to get more information on it this morning, but something about surveillance. I don't know. Can anybody look? Oh,
No,
see
I
if I
haven't
can
heard
find
anything
it.
about this. What
I'll
does
see
it?
if I can find it. But
what-
there's an
in general
approval,
terms.
of surveillance
What
of us.
Of
Let me
us.
see what I can find because
yeah, we're gonna
this
have to have
was-
some details. I
this
need
was
to know
post-
this.
I saw it this morning. Well, our friend Aaron
Aaron Redden?
shared something. He said, "See y'all down there giving them hell, Little Rock. Don't let them sleep." And this was 12 hours ago.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
so-
like Aaron.
Well, Poe was okay. Poe says it passed anyways. They should have put the timer. Never mind. I won't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
what
what
it
is it?
it's sign us off to a surveillance state. Okay, add us to the less than 1% of agencies and cities using new technology, AI, drones, and facial and license recognition platform. $864,500 plus fees and taxes.
Okay. And what is it? Where is it at? Where does it see you?
I'm
Where does
trying
it
to find that.
recognize you? Is it like for traffic stop stuff? Is it for crime? Is it for dating?
It may be all of the above.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so it's on YouTube, like because
Oh, okay.
the meeting was recorded, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to pull it up right now because it'll
Right.
interfere with everything. But I'll see what else I can find out.
Let's see. Let's just go with, somebody is going to comment here in a minute.
Yeah.
Arkansas surveillance passed. Let's try that. See what happens. Arkansas House bill, or now that's social media. House finally passes surveillance bill after 3 stumbles. Now that was April.
No.
I don't see anything here that
Yeah.
tells me, but I would like to know more about it.
Yeah. Anybody knows anything else about this, please? Because
Yeah.
I literally saw it this morning when I was, kind of getting ready to be here.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I'd be interested to know more about it because that is something that some people worry about. To be honest with you, it's hard to be under any more surveillance than the device you
you.
hold in your hand.
This right here listens to everything I
you
say.
don't need much more than that to know anything about me.
I mean, we joke all the time, being
I'm not deadly serious.
Well, I know, but we'll what I'm saying is like I'll be talking with somebody and we'll, be interested in something or somebody will like something I'm wearing or interested in a book or whatever. And I'm just like, I grab their phone and I'll say it, 4 times in your phone. I'm like, there you go. It's going to pop up in 10 minutes on your socials. Like,
Yeah.
but that's real in life.
Yeah, no, it is real life, man. I mean, it is something we traded many, many years ago.
Turner, as somebody, I know you're going to go into family law, but I know that you're studying to be an attorney. How do you feel about anything like that?
As far as the surveillance,
Yeah.
I feel like to a certain extent, it's good to know what you're going into, but I feel like it's a big invasion of someone's privacy.
Yeah.
You can take it too far, and I feel like that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah. I would say I'd say it's going too far when they're in my house, but they're in my house. I mean,
They're in my business.
Well, listen, if you don't know, some TVs do the same thing your phone do.
Yes.
And they record, they pick up things, they listen for things, and they send that information upstream so they can, market to you better.
Right.
So you got TVs that do it. You got all kinds of devices now in your home, probably. If it's connected to the internet and it has any AI component, then it's probably processing information, taking pictures or video, like the Roomba.
Yeah.
Okay, the Roomba maps your entire house. Think about that. It maps
Yeah, it
the whole
does.
house.
That's wild.
They were
Yeah.
showing sensors where it's actually taking pictures of the people in the house.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ways that privacy is already compromised, so to speak. I'm hoping they're not in the bedroom, just because it's a little embarrassing at times. You might not look your best in moments.
So it came up. Somebody was in the bathroom.
Oh
In
yeah.
the restroom, and the Roomba was in there, and it took the.
Oh wow, that's great.
Oh my.
That's great. That's great.
What about the Alexa, like recording your conversation?
Oh, Alexa does that
And
for
your
sure. I don't have one, but it does
Neither
do
do I.
that. And you can actually go into the Alexa and have it play for you the recordings it's made.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can. You sure can. You can go in there and say, I don't know how you do it, but you can have it play those things, and you'd be surprised with the clips it grabs.
That is nuts.
I know that, and I said this the other day, that if you go into the battlefield, you don't take an iPhone.
Right? No, don't do
and,
that.
and I'll tell you why, because not because of a wireless signal, but it's the infrared. So it takes infrared pictures all the time.
Yeah.
So every few seconds, let's say every 30 seconds to a minute at least, it takes a picture of wherever it's at.
Really?
Doesn't matter whether you're using it,
Wow.
whether you're not using it. And so in infrared, you can see the flash of that camera very quickly happening.
Somebody gonna
You
shoot
know,
the shit out of you.
yeah, so they'll smoke your ass because of that. So you can't carry that out there, or it has to be concealed, wrapped up where you can't see it. But yeah, it's taking pictures. You're holding it up. You're not even taking a picture. It's taking a picture of you.
That's crazy.
That's gross.
Yeah, it takes a picture of everything. Facebook, they said that they know the location of everybody on the planet, regardless if you're on Facebook or not. How do they know where you are? Through the proximity of all the other people on Facebook. They know where you are if you're not on Facebook.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina, I've heard that too.
What
Check
Tina
the,
say?
Check the
Oh, let's see.
chat. I'll let you see it.
I saw on Facebook yesterday, speaking about the infrared, if you stay in a hotel, go in there and shut off all the lights and everything, turn on the camera on your phone and scan the room, the TV, any type of anything that's in there, and it can tell you whether or not there's hidden infrared cameras or something spying on you. Interesting. I don't know how that works, but I do think that's interesting. Yeah, for sure.
I've heard
Some call it surveillance. Cops call it peeping Tom, Steve said.
that. The air
Shit,
fryer.
I'm still tripping the other day when Patrick was talking about the air fryer and stuff spying on you. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. If you have a connected device, if it's connected to the internet, if you have a smart air fryer, okay?
Or a smart fridge.
A smart fridge, any of those things, it is collecting data on you.
Yes, it is.
It will take, some of them take photos, some of them don't. Some of them record. The iPhone can record you when it's powered off.
What?
It can record you when it's powered off. True story.
So the thing,
So it's never really off.
right,
Never.
and the government banned what was it, Twitter on their phones, on the government
Or
phones,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So they did that because it's an app
Well,
made in
because
China.
it's China. China's listening, not Americans listening to you.
So-
You understand the difference? The Americans can listen to you, not the Chinese.
But China has a law that every bit of intelligence that you collect, you have to turn into the government.
That's
You don't
true
have a
too.
choice.
That's true. Yes.
So who makes our phones?
Boom.
I don't know who
Don't
makes
take
Mic drop, Kerry.
Apple,
You really
Apple
gonna
makes
take
them.
the
Apple makes them, right?
yeah, in China?
No. Here, right?
No.
They don't use kids to do it, do they? Ever? Oh wait.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're taking
that's
that-
why I always say these people who, all these people who bleed out for, we should be doing this for this country, and all this. And I'm like, man, you don't care. You're still buying iPhones. You know those kids made those. And I'm thankful. They have little fingers. They make it work. So, hey, I
I
appreciate
have
them.
little fingers, but I'm not going to make your phone.
You might if you was in China.
You might be in
I'm
China. That's
grateful.
right. You might be a phone maker.
I would have been killed if I was in China. You wouldn't
Nah, they'd had you under control early.
No, they would have probably killed me. 'cause
Now
I'm a
they'd have
female.
recognized you and they'd
No,
have
born in the
controlled you.
80s, they probably would have gotten rid of me.
Now they'd have had you knocked up with about 4 Chinese babies.
Dang.
Yeah.
At one time because they're so small.
I don't think it works like that. But that's,
You can have quadruplets.
yeah, no, you can. You can have more than that. I mean, Octomom had 8.
Save room, date
What-
Chinese.
Yeah. Oh, man. My God.
But on bump.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
They're so awful.
What's your favorite tech in the past few years that really you enjoy, Kerry?
I almost hate all the technology. I can barely check my email, and I just really
You just don't love technology.
no, not really.
What about, do you like to fish?
Nope.
Do
Oh.
you ride your ATV?
Yes,
Okay.
love the ATVs.
That's got new technology on it, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's the one that's broke down is the new one.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Yeah, the old 300 Hondas, they're like tanks. They just ride forever. My new
It is
Polaris is in
funny.
the shop.
It is funny when you think about it that even though cars last longer now, man, it's much more challenging to deal with than it used to be, right?
Definitely.
I mean, old motors were simple to most anybody. Of course, again, it was a different era, but in the 70s and 80s, man, you were hard pressed to find a dude 16 or older who couldn't change an alternator or a starter on their car.
Right.
I mean, am I wrong? Everybody knew how to do that.
No, everybody.
Everybody knew how to do it. Now, what percentage of 16 plus do you think can do that?
Yeah,
Not that many. And it's not as easy, though.
but it's all different.
You got to have
Right.
special tools now. Like
Yeah,
they
that's
make
right.
mine's an
Yeah.
05 Chevy Silverado, and I feel like you can see everything when you open up the hood now. Like there's a compartment for the battery. You got to
Yeah.
take it off.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Special tools. Then you
Yeah.
get to the battery. It's
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
So many F and Allen wrenches.
Yeah. Lots of regulations that have these things in there,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I've got a new GMC,
Yeah.
and after the rainstorm, the tailgate opens by itself.
Really? Wow.
I got to take it in. I don't know.
I tell you what, if you had a Tesla and you open the hood in a rainstorm, see what happens.
F.
See how that goes for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to work out well.
Wow.
Yeah, it is amazing though that happens. So when it rains, the tailgate will, for some reason, it triggers the tech on it.
It'll do it so much overnight, it'll run my battery down.
Now, do you have? Is yours one of those that because
Wow.
once I had a what they call, I think, a courtesy car. I was having mine worked on, and so they gave me one to use for a few hours, and it was a truck. And I was so aggravated because it's one of those newfangled ones that when you get to a stop sign or a stoplight, they stop. And then when you push the gas, it starts real quick and goes again.
Yeah.
I hate that, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, it makes me nervous. Second of all, I don't like the lag of it. Now, I heard you can turn it off. I would never have that. Does it do it on yours?
No, that don't. It's not on my truck.
Not on yours?
If it was, I'd definitely turn it off.
You would disable it? Yeah.
How many starters are you gonna go through in that truck?
Well,
Seriously.
man, I don't know. I mean, that's what, when I was younger, that's what they used to say is that would kill it, you know. I guess these are made to do it differently, but I still don't like it. What do you drive, man?
I drive a 2005 Chevy Silverado Cat Eye.
Okay. A what? Cat eye?
Cat Eye, yeah, because the way the lenses look.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. So it definitely doesn't have new tech in it then, right?
Oh, no. Huh? That's
Might
why I
have a
said-
CD player.
Yeah, mine's got like the stock radio. I took it out.
Does it still have a cassette player from that year?
It did, yeah.
It did? Okay, yeah. You know you're in an older car when it'll play a cassette.
Or CDs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Or
CDs,
cigarette
I mean,
lighter.
they still put
The
a
removable
cigarette
face.
lighter is
Oh
definitely a
God, I
giveaway.
want to put a cigarette lighter back in my car.
Yeah.
I really do because I roll with my windows down, and I don't like rolling up my windows to light my cigarette.
Man, I remember, listen, and this is what stupid kids do, okay? This is the stupid things, and I guarantee that you two for sure turn out. I know you're going to be a lawyer, so you don't have to hear this, but you remember you'd have an ashtray full of roaches, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't have any papers. So what you do is you take that lighter, you plug it in, and when it came out and it was hot, you just drop the roach on it like that. Did y'all ever do that?
I've never
No.
done it. That's
I've
a
never done it.
badass
That's
idea.
Yeah, man. Maybe I invented it. I don't know, but
Right.
yeah, that's when I was young. That's how I would do it. Is
Okay.
I was like, well, I don't have any papers, so I'll just,
I thought you were gonna say something about like using a cigarette because I mean that's
no. But
That
when
does
you have
suck,
those,
though.
I'll tell you what
don't
did
like
suck
those.
about those lighters, and what was the risk of those kind of lighters, is that you would do it, and then when you pulled it back, the entire end of the cigarette, the whole cherry would come off, and it'd fall down. You're like, oh shit, oh no.
Yep.
Or if you drop the lighter in the
Yep.
seat, oh
Ugh.
man, yeah. Yeah, they probably aren't the safest thing to have in the car. I don't know, but yeah, now you don't see ashtrays in cars. You know, now all that's gone.
You're trying to tell me what to do.
In England, they're about to ban cigarettes.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna.
I think it's not far from here. I think you're probably 10 years from it.
So the weed's legal. The cigarettes are going to be on the black market.
Right.
That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah, all the cigarette companies are gonna move over
Yeah.
to
Weed's
cannabis.
now way cheaper than cigarettes.
It really is.
Promise you, go buy a pack and see. Your feelings get hurt. I remember thinking to myself, well, when it gets to $4 a pack, I'm out of this bitch.
That was
I
like
remember when a
20 years
dime
ago.
bag used to cost a dime.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I remember when I remember when you could take a $5 bill into a gas station and get half a tank of gas, a pack of cigarettes, and a Coke.
You stole that
Damn
shit.
sure good though.
Early 90s? Shoot, I could get a half tank of gas, a pack of cigarettes, and a Coke.
I don't know about a
Good
half
to go.
tank, but I could make $5 get somewhere. I'll tell you that. But some of those old cars, like that '76 Monte Carlo I had, $5 would get me to pump 3.
Yeah.
That somebody's got like 6-7 miles a gallon, man. It was a big lead sled, baby. It must have weighed a gazillion pounds, man. Yeah, no. I'll never forget. I was so stupid because I had a Chevelle, but it wasn't cool to me. I was like, well, it was my dad's car before me, so I'm like, I want something more modern with power in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I traded it for a yellow, long ass Grand Prix LJ, which in that time was like 32 feet long. You could fit 800 people in it. It had a trunk that would fit 8 bodies. I mean, it was just the hood was forever long. Yeah, and that's what I wanted. I'm like, why would I ever want that? But when you always want what you don't got, I guess, don't you? All right, we need to do something different. I've been ranting on for a while. Let's do this.
Listen, without a doubt, it's kind of gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't
It might be.
It probably is.
Could be funny. Depends on your sense of humor, I guess. A woman, a 20-year-old woman in Texas and her boyfriend of the same age have been accused of robbing and brutally killing a man who allowed the couple to live with him in his condominium. You see, that's how kindness is repaid.
Mm-hmm.
They drugged his drink, stabbed him multiple times. Haley Barber and Leo Moore taken into custody Thursday, each charged with a count of capital murder and a lot of other things for the slaying of 53-year-old Johnny McRoss Jr. It's probably Johnny Macross Jr. According to this, officers about 1 a.m. November 11th responded to a report regarding a deceased individual. They arrived and located an adult male, later identified as Ross, who had suffered multiple stab wounds, pronounced dead on the scene. They observed evidence indicating foul play. Investigators also discovered one of the victim's vehicles, a 2001 Mercedes, had been stolen. They did find them and gave a vehicle pursuit before they stopped and fled on foot. They obtained evidence showing Barber and Moore knew Ross and were responsible for his death. So according to the report, Barber sold a car to one of her friends that she claimed belonged to her grandfather, but was actually owned by Ross. That friend accompanied Barber to Ross's condo to get a spare key for the vehicle, said the home had a foul smell.
Mm-hmm.
The friend then asked about Barber's grandfather, and she allegedly showed him Ross's body wrapped up in the back bedroom. Then confessed to the friend that she and Moore had drugged his drink and stabbed him. The friend then alerted his mom and called the police. Inside the condo, they found a Bowie knife, bloodstains on the couch, towels, shoes that had been put in the closet. Ross's body found wrapped in garbage bags, sheets. A neighbor's doorbell cam showed him enter the condo multiple times in the time frame. They were able to apprehend him. During the interview, Barber admitted she and Moore planned to steal his money and cars. She admitted that they waited till Ross was asleep on the couch, then they stabbed him in the neck. They came back 8 hours later and found him still alive. Barber then reportedly directed Moore to finish him. Finish him. And they did, stabbing him multiple times. They're still in jail, and they're probably not leaving it for ever.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. They stabbed him in the neck and he lived.
Yeah. Well, if I
For-
mean, he
for
was
8
alive
hours,
For 8
but, yeah,
hours.
he was
I don't know if he
in-
was living well.
I was going to say.
Wasn't living La
like,
Vida Loca.
No, he and obviously couldn't.
No, he
reach
couldn't do
a
nothing.
phone.
He was dying already.
He was dying.
A world-renowned Russian ballet dancer and a critic of Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, well, somehow fell from the 60th floor to his death.
Imagine that.
Imagine
I can't believe that.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Let's see. Different reports offer
How
contradicting
coincidental.
details about this. I don't know why it'd be conflicting, but Vladimir Shikolarov, the 39-year-old ballet sensation, was a principal with the Mariinsky Theater and had performed at the Met Opera in New York, the Royal Opera House in London, performed in Munich at the invitation of the Russian president's son-in-law, Igor Zelensky, who was himself a former head of Bavaria. One of the reports about the death of the ballet star, believed to have been from an unconfirmed law enforcement source, mentioned the performer was locked in his apartment by his ex-wife, also a ballerina. Said the star had a drug and alcohol abuse program, and the recently divorced wife said that he was in the apartment, and she had been in the apartment to prevent him from buying drugs.
Okay.
The 39-year-old was trying to escape the apartment when he accidentally died.
accidentally died.
60 stories.
60 stories.
Yeah, you can believe that.
I'm
Or
gonna
you
roll
can
down the side of
also
the window.
Outspoken against Putin.
you can also go back to that first sentence and get what the writer was telling you is
real
that
dog.
this person fell 60 stories because they made the wrong enemy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. You ever have a flat tire? I got one right now sitting at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're never at opportune times. It's just always bad to have a flat. A 63-year-old man who was crushed to death by a vehicle when he was trying to get the spare tire out of his car. He had a flat. Shah Alam District Police Chief said a shuttle bus failed to avoid the off-road vehicle parked behind the victim's car on the left side. The vehicle belonged to a Good Samaritan who wanted to help the person change his tire. The accident resulted in the victim suffering severe injuries to his body and was confirmed dead at the scene. So the guy parks behind him to help him change his tire. They're over there working on the tire. The guy whose tire it is, I guess, somewhere at the back of the vehicle. The bus hits the second vehicle, which smashes him into he got wedged in the bumpers. Yeah, smashed up pretty good there. I guess the good news, he doesn't have to worry about the flat anymore. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find a bright
that's
side here.
true.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to this
Or the
one.
car payment.
That's true too. Yeah. Good point. Oh yeah, I love this. I do love this because you're trying to save the environment. You want to save the world, right? A man who died after being crushed by a wind turbine blade has been remembered as a top fella by those who knew him, and that's how it's written, top fella. Installation tech Jess Patience, 36, working at a construction site in Australia when the accident happened. He was crushed after a blade got dislodged as it was prepared to be lifted. And these things are massive, man.
Whoa, that's
see how big that blade is?
insane.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah,
Finding
even
it-
the wind
finding-
turbines,
yeah.
the fans want to kill you.
Finding every way to kill you.
Yeah, everything in Australia does want to kill you. All right, and one more here that we need to do. This is 4 taco stands in South Bay, LA, robbed at gunpoint by a group of men, leaving some employees badly injured. The first incident, 11 p.m. In this robbery, 2 of the taco stand employees stated they were badly beaten with the butt of a gun. Video shows the employees with wounds to their heads and hands, one of them taken to a hospital. The second robbery, about 2 miles away, this time the target was a taco truck. This person had a vengeance for tacos.
Seriously.
This person hated tacos for some
They
reason.
knew that's where the money was.
I guess so.
Late
The
night tacos.
The incident involved a group of armed men who held the workers at gunpoint, demanding their money. Took about $1,000 before they fled in a black Scion.
Won't be hard to find.
No, probably not. While police were at the scene of the second robbery, a third was reported at a taco stand. This is at midnight. So now, an hour into it, we're on 3 robberies. Footage from the third scene showed an employee being treated at the scene for head injuries after he was pistol whipped. Oh, no. That might sound more like. Yeah, that's closer to it. About 30 minutes later, a 4th robbery happened. An employee of the taco stand that was targeted said he and others were assaulted, who again pistol whipped them. I guess they were just hitting up the taco stands for the money, but
Like Gone in 60 Seconds, robbery
Right?
style.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Just
Right?
hitting one after
Everybody
the
right
other.
now.
Yeah.
Man, they took Taco Tuesday too, literally.
Man, they
really
did, didn't they?
did.
That is for
They
sure.
really did.
Speaking of that, Gone in 60 Seconds, that was a damn good movie back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was. I love
That was
show.
before Angelina Jolie was batshit crazy
Right.
and still hot.
Mm,
You know.
She was probably batshit crazy then.
Well, you're right. She probably was
But she
then
was
too. But
hotter.
she was hot. Yeah.
She was hotter.
So it made up for it. Kind of like Megan Fox.
There you go.
God love her. She's so hot.
Thumbs.
But I look at
She got
I've
them.
seen the thing about the
Yeah,
thumbs.
her
Okay.
thumbs.
no, they're
She got
weird.
the- She got the
But
short
I look
thumbs.
at what's the guy
Ain't
she's
she pregnant by Machine Gun
that's the
Kelly?
name.
No,
Machine
he's
Gun Kelly.
pregnant by
Oh,
Megan
he's
Fox.
pregnant.
That's correct. But look
Didn't he
at
cheat on her. Or
I remember
something?
I don't know.
I think
but-
it's crazy. Her engagement ring or whatever. It was set up to hurt her if she tries to take it off.
Really.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Wow.
They are
Look,
weird.
here's what I know. I know the dude seemed like a regular rap guy, an Eminem style rapper. Matter of fact, he went after Eminem. Remember
Yeah,
that?
it got owned.
He did get owned. He got pwned.
Pwned.
But he looked like a pretty regular guy. And then Megan Fox got him, and now he's almost trans at this point. I mean, the dude wears more girls' clothes than guys.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe that's just her bag. I'm like, did you want to date a girl?
I mean, yet again, you have a scrawny dude. Like, why, Megan, you're bigger than him. I'm sorry.
She probably could
It would
whip his
hurt
ass.
to ride him.
Probably does whoop his ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would hurt to
Believe that.
ride him.
And he's
I would
okay
not
with
do
it.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, he must like it.
Yeah, no safe word needed.
No, he's like, no, I don't need one. Go ahead, Megan. I'm just gonna watch you while you do it. Look at you, you're so cute, just so fine. Yeah, no, I'm out on that.
Definitely.
She seems bat crazy. She seems like she just has this look in her eye that's evil.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That says I do bad things.
Weird shit.
Yeah,
all the
she
Like
time.
if you
does.
piss me off, it's gonna get real ugly.
Yeah, she
It's
does.
like I heard Diddy won't go to her parties.
Man, you won't go to her parties.
Well, he
That's
saw
bad.
he
That's
saw
bad.
Jennifer's body and was like, no, I don't want that.
I almost watched that the other
It's a
day.
good movie.
I was stumbling maybe through Tubi or something. I saw it and I went, no. And then I went on. But I did think about it for about that long. Yeah. And I thought, it might be good. She's probably looking hot in it. And I thought, it's probably not that good. Is it a good movie?
It is good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best horror movie you've seen in a while?
So I don't really like scary movies. My son was telling me about he's going to fix and go watch Smile 2.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's,
seen the first one?
well, I've seen it online. I haven't watched it, but apparently it did well enough. There's a second one.
He was telling me parts about it, and that's a creepy movie. I'd probably watch that one.
Okay. All right. More psychological in ways. You're not a scary person, girl, right? Or a
I
scary
love
movie?
scary movies.
Oh.
I absolutely love scary
What's
movies.
the most recent one you loved?
I haven't branched out into any of the new ones yet. I kind of like my old school ones. Like I love the Conjuring series.
That is, I don't like the supernatural stuff mostly in horror films, but I did like those, and I like the Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah, Vera is
Yeah,
a
Warren
wonderful
thing.
actor. They do very well together. It really kind of depends on the mood I'm in because I do like some campy stuff. I love the screams.
See, I like campy horror the best.
I love the screams. I think those are great. There was a couple of movies on Netflix. The chick, Hide and Seek. I love Ready or Not. Ready or Not. That's a really, really good one. And
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. That's a really good one, and it was actually coming on this morning too. But that's a really good one. But The Babysitter and The Babysitter 2, Killer Queen.
Those are awesome.
You've seen
The
those?
first one was amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, it was absolutely. I
know
was
anybody
blown
else
away.
seen
I was
that.
blown
I
away
thought it
by
was
it.
so good.
So I watched the second one as a result of it, and
Yeah.
it was damn good as
It
well.
was really good. Jenna Ortega, that's how I met her, was
Yeah.
in Babysitter 2, and I
Yeah.
think those are great. Murder Party,
I haven't seen that one.
that's
Now there's one.
that's a good D movie. That's a real good D movie.
There's one that really surprised me, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. It's a Christmas-based one, and she is it's his girlfriend.
We talked about this. We talked
not
about this.
the Bloody Christmas, not the one with the guy who played
No.
Doctor Who. But this is a different one.
We talked about this.
I'll
and I
have to
can't
look it
remember
up
either.
again.
Yeah.
But if I had to recommend one horror film, well, first hold on, what the horror film you've watched recently? That you like?
Honestly, I'm kind of old school, so I'm going to sound old for this, but I like The Shining. That type of horror.
Okay,
but,
that's cool.
That's a good one.
Doctor Sleep. I felt like Ewan McGregor did pretty good in that.
I haven't
Kinda
seen that
taking it
one.
back. Oh, you need to
That's
watch it.
a
It's good.
Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, if you got about 3 hours to kill.
Yeah. I used to when I was a kid. I read I don't know, probably 50 of his books. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I read a lot of them.
Oh yeah, that's why we all are the way we
We're all
are
messed
because
up.
we all were listening.
So let me-
reading Stephen King.
Let me give you a suggestion if you haven't seen it. Watch one called Hush. It is maybe one of the most tense ones I've ever seen. So it's a lady who's deaf. She's deaf. Okay, she's in a house by herself in the woods.
Writing or something, isn't she?
Yeah, I don't remember why she's there by herself. I think somebody's supposed to be coming, a friend or something, but they haven't made it. And this guy shows up, and he's obviously he's a psycho, a serial killer with a mask. And the first part that catches you is he's standing outside the window, all creepy and shit, right? Knowing he's doing it, he's being creepy on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to scare her, and he's scratching on the window.
She can't hear it.
She can't hear a damn thing.
Oh, wow.
And he's trying to get her attention so he can
so
scare her,
funny.
and he can't scare her because she can't hear him.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But then finally, when
Yeah.
she does realize what's going on, and then you have to stop and think about it, man, if you had someone that could get into your house who's a psycho like that, who's trying to kill you, and you're deaf.
Oh my God,
I mean, that's freaky.
that's terrifying.
And the tension in this movie,
I bet it's powerful.
it's like a 10 the whole time. You're like, damn, It's
That
kind of
sounds
funny
good.
in an ironic way. That first
Yeah.
part where he's trying to get her attention, you're like, sucker, But
Like, oh,
then,
it's gonna be a comedy.
yeah, but it ain't.
It's
It ain't at all, and it's damn sure worth watching. Let's check before we get out of here what the people have to say. Anything new here? Let's see.
Crystal named her daughter after Angelina Jolie.
Did you?
Yeah, her daughter's name is Jolie Anna.
Oh, okay. That's very cool. Jolie Anna. Oh, Jolie Anna. Is it Jolie Anna H?
I'm
Or
saying
is that Anna?
I'm thinking maybe the H was an accident, but I don't know.
It could be Anna. Is it Anna?
Anna.
No, I know Crystal. She's in there, Anna.
Anna.
No, it's Jolie Anna.
No.
Anna.
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 Anna. Anna.
Listen, please, if you are, well, here, let me do this real quick because we need to do this. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out reedfirm.com, reedfirm.com, or give him a call, 777-7333. All right, so back and just want to take a moment to say thank you to every one of you guys out there. Our numbers keep climbing every day. Our social media is growing, video views are going up. Just help us out, share it with somebody. But just remember, it's you guys that make it work. So, over on the website, if you want to be a guest on the show, just like Turner, have you had a good time today?
Oh, absolutely.
Good. I hope that you have had a great time, man. Just like Turner, you can come in here, have a seat, hang out, talk with us, be part of it. It's about you. It's about you. I keep telling you, it's just about you. You got a business? Go ahead, man.
I was just saying, all y'all.
Yeah. If you got a business, you got a band you want to promote, hey, we want to help you do it. That's what it's about, man. People helping people. And all these folks are good people. We're going to lift each other up. So thank you again for being part of this. We couldn't be more thankful or more grateful because, look, there's a lot of options out there. And the fact that you stay with us is the best in the world. So hope that you guys have a hell of a day, and we will see you tomorrow.